out here.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back.
Peace to the gods and the earths. Episode 4 of Young, Black, and Broke.
Quattro.
I am your brokest host, the only host who has less than $2 in his bank account.
Not true.
He's fake broke.
Single day. Go ahead, everybody. State your names for the people.
This is Ariana, the female voice on the show.
It's your boy Kyle, the broke voice on the show.
What's his name, Ariana?
Shit.
Big Nasty.
That's my street name.
76.
Oh my God, it's 75.
We're not gonna let that one go.
And we have one of my loveliest friends. Let's see, Bria. When did I meet Bria? It's been a minute. I've known Bria's my nigga. We put it that way. Bria's my nigga. I think I can say we go way back. But as you guys know, we all know a lot of people out here. You know, we all have friends and things of that nature. And Bria's somebody I've been watching hustle hard for a really long time. And she will be graduating from San Francisco State tomorrow. Hit her with a nigga, we made it, Bria. Hit her with a nigga, we made it. There we go. All right, but she gonna be graduating tomorrow. So that is none other than, I know I said her name, but we're gonna still do the intro like I did. Let's get the drum roll, y'all. Let's get it. We got all the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
What?
Starting point guard.
Really?
Standing 6'6". That is Bria, Chanel, Imani, Esther Moore.
Damn. Damn, who gave you that name? Your grandma or your mama?
That's her government.
That was Tim.
No, that's her government name.
Yeah.
Esther.
That's the government.
That
right
sounds like
there.
an old South name.
Bria. Oh Lord.
Oh, she dropping.
I can't come back no more.
Come on now, Bria.
X out. Leave.
Man, we got a couple things we want to tackle real fast before we get into the current events. I'm gonna try and make it quick. All right, first thing, we are gonna be doing a Black Cinema Draft in the next couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna maybe do about 3 rounds, and the goal is gonna be to see who can come up with the best collection of black movies in our 3 rounds. Maybe be like 5 picks around, but we'll see. But here's the thing. I want you guys to go ahead and send me some black movies that you guys want to see on the list. I already have a list, but I'm hoping maybe you guys can give me some that I haven't thought of yet. Second thing, shout out to, big up to my man Tamar. He listens to every episode. He's always hitting me up, giving me feedback. Bro? He came up with a genius idea. So as you guys know, we always ask anybody who comes on the podcast for their brokest moment. And you know what? He decided, why limit it to people just on the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
So what we want y'all to do, send us in your brokest moment. You can either text it to me, you can send it to me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Or you can send it to the email. The email is youngblackandbroke@yahoo.com. But send it to us, and we'll read it, during the show. And the thing is, if you don't want me to say your name, make that known. Yeah, like make it known, please, 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 please. Because I don't want you to be on here talking about I'm snitching and doing all that.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah,
I would like to hear about it.
Yeah, nah, for real, big up to Tom.
Like, I really want to read some good ones.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. But last thing, let me put my serious face on. Let me tighten up. I don't got my do rag on, but we're gonna type it. We're gonna tighten up the fitting cap. Here we go. All right, y'all, check it out. As y'all know, I was on this podcast last week calling out a certain restaurant. As y'all know, that restaurant was Lucille's, the whitest restaurant out here. But I want to let y'all know that the beef is squashed.
Ooh, what happened?
Lucille's reached out. All right, they heard the podcast.
They really did. So our mom called to complain.
Hold on. You gotta let me throw the. They heard the podcast narrative first.
Dang, come
I'm telling
They
it.
heard the podcast.
Get to the point.
They heard my voice and they was shook. None of the bus boys, none of the managers, none of the waitresses and waiters wanted to come and deal with your boy. So they went ahead and sent us some free things. But the thing is, you sent us some gift cards, and we don't really want to go back there. Yeah, exactly. So, nigga,
I mean, I'm broke. I'll definitely be back with the gift card.
Yeah, but nah. Shout out to moms though, because she did go ahead and take care of all that, and they didn't have to do that, to be honest. So it is a shout out to them. But they heard the podcast. They know what's good. So let's go ahead and hit these current. Oh, hold up. How's y'all day going? How's y'all weekends?
Our day is going good. I feel like we should tell the people that this is our first episode that we're drinking.
Oh yeah. We on our Jesus mode. We on that wine, okay? This is our Jesus mode tonight. We chilling. we decided since Bria's graduating tomorrow, we want to go ahead.
Time to turn up for her.
Turn up on a Wednesday.
This the big up Bria episode. She didn't know that when she got here, but we're gonna big her up throughout the episode.
B.U.B. Bub.
Oh, exactly. Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna do that throughout the episode, and we want to do that to anybody who come up here. That's why we only. Oh, that's another thing. Do you mind me saying this real quick, Ariana?
Depends. What is it?
Hey, look, a lot of y'all have been hitting me up saying, "Hey, let me get on the show. I want to come on the show."
Nah, nigga.
No.
I'm hearing y'all, and
Equal opportunity.
Like I've told a lot of y'all,
Everyone's
I'm hearing
invited.
y'all, and everyone is invited somewhat. There are requirements, okay, but I'm hearing y'all, and we are booked. I know I've told a lot of y'all that we really are booked to July, but the requirements are you gotta be doing something. You gotta either have a job.
Okay, but doing something is relative.
Hold up.
In school,
you gotta have a job. You gotta go to school, and as I told everybody else,
why is that?
You could be the plug for all I care. Just don't come on here snitching on yourself.
Yes,
I don't care. But this podcast is against do nothing niggas and do nothing women. It's against that. So if you want to come on,
but I still feel like we could have a conversation with them.
Oh yeah, we can have a conversation with them through Twitter.
Yeah, no need to.
I feel like it'll be entertaining conversations because every conversation doesn't have to be deep. It doesn't have to be a real topic.
You're right. But my thing is, I want Bria to feel special that she came up here. I don't want everybody to be like, oh, we all been up there.
Yeah.
Like, this is for.
But when you think about it,
who are working hard, they hustling, they young, they
when you think about it, we're just here to give people a voice. I don't feel like we should limit it to just people who are taking this specific route.
Hashtag it's 2-1. Sorry.
It's not limited, but honestly, like I said, I don't think that's hard though. Like, how many people do we know that's honestly not working or going to school? That's not hard.
I know few.
And they want to get on here?
But there's still interesting people doing different things, taking different routes.
All right. Well, hey, that's just the requirements for me.
I don't know. That's kind of bougie.
If you get in good with Ariana,
that's
bougie to have a job. All right, hey.
That's kind of bougie.
Hey.
Because at the end of the day, I still want to hear what they have to say.
And I do too, but I can hear
why limit the conversation?
Yeah, you're
why
right.
not?
But hey, like I said, let's get into these current events, man. Let's go ahead and run through those real fast. Who want to go ahead and tackle the first one?
I guess we can get on a little serious note. As many of y'all have heard, the other day in Manchester at an Ariana Grande concert, preceding it, bombs were set off and people died, and it's a very tragic accident. Very tragic. They're saying that ISIS did it, but it's still unsure really. But prayers go out to those people, and their families, and couldn't imagine what you're going through right now. So just want to tackle that. And how do y'all feel about it?
That's hard. It's terrible. Like, you literally can't go anywhere. I'd be too scared to even go to a concert after this. Right. And it's not even an artist. I feel like you would like have deaths at gunshots and all that shit. Yeah. I feel like it would be like a hip hop artist. I'm super shocked.
I hate that hip hop has that stereotype, but you're right.
Because at the Ariana Grande concert, this is probably like the first time her team was not expecting this.
Yeah, and she blamed herself for the whole thing, which was kind of.
Did she really?
Yeah. Yes, on Twitter, she was like, I'm sorry for what happened, and all of this. And I'm like, you shouldn't blame yourself.
Got nothing to do with her.
Yeah, exactly. It was the scumbags who set those bombs off. So.
I understand though, because at the end of the day, they were there to see her, so I would feel a little guilty myself.
I don't think I would feel guilty.
Yeah, me either, honestly.
I wouldn't feel guilty.
Because it's like you have.
I feel bad.
Yeah, you have no control over that. Yeah, speaking to the mic, Bria. The good sister is she might be microphone shy, but we're gonna kill that today. What's the next one? This is the one I'm here for. So let's get to it.
Your boy Levar Ball.
The man, the myth, the legend. LeVar
I'm so
Ball.
over him.
No, you're not. I love him.
We don't slander him on this podcast.
I'm so over him. I'm done.
Why?
So LeVar Ball is the father of the sensation, the college sensation, who is going to be a lottery pick in this year's NBA draft, Lonzo Ball.
Lakers do the right thing.
And you may heard of him for selling his son's exclusive debut shoe for $495, and the slide versions are $200. So it's a hefty price. The Big Baller brand,
more than hefty.
So he went on.
That's how hefty it is, though. Not to interrupt you, Kyle. I'm about to tell y'all how hefty it is. It's 5 people in this room. This podcast is called Young, Black, and Broke. If we add all of our funds up together, we ain't getting the slides. Yeah, we ain't even getting the slides.
That's ridiculous. $2 for slides.
Is, man.
That's crazy.
Man, not only slides, but they don't even look like super special or nothing. They just slides.
Hold up. But the thing about it is, niggas buying Gucci slides You know, niggas buying Gucci shoes. I fuck your bitch in some Gucci flip flops.
I don't know because Gucci is a more established brand.
Says who?
That's true.
Says who though?
Says history. His brand is new.
Sales.
Support black business.
They're new, so they're less popular.
Support black
It's
business.
It's not even racial.
Hold on, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the story.
But anyway, the meat and potatoes is he went on Colin Cowherd's show on ESPN where he was then asked by, you know, one of the female guests who had criticized him. Well, she wasn't a guest. She's actually a Fox Sports News reporter.
She a host.
Christine Leahy, and she's, you know, a host on The Herd. And basically she tried to speak to LeVar, and he basically told her to stay in her lane. And and some people reacted, you know, differently to it at first because they didn't understand the context of it. But before this interview, she had been in the news criticizing him. And so, you know, he had a lot of people split on whether to support him or to still discredit him because he has had a past that some people don't like. So how do y'all feel about it?
No. I feel that Kristen Leahy is out of her mind. You could tell that ain't the first time she tried to flip something on a black person. Because he said, what'd he say? You gonna get what's coming to you, and she took. Oh, so you threatening me? That was nothing of the sort. He did no sort of threatening you. He didn't even mention your name. He said he was scared of you. Yeah. But you tried to flip that on him like it was just the thing to do on every Wednesday.
So I have a question. Yeah. Why do people care about what LeVar Ball is doing anyway?
Slow news. Like month, honestly. Yes. If the playoffs was like doing what it should be doing,
then no one would care. Be an issue. But people are still paying him to come on to ESPN because he's outspoken. They know they're going to get. These
athletes overcharge for shoes all the time.
Okay, yeah. And so what's the problem with him doing it? You know, for his son.
There's no problem. I don't know why it's news.
I mean, it's news because I feel like people are looking at a $500.
So I'm like, who is this guy? Well, like, I must be missing something. I don't even know.
Well, he basically has 3 really, really great sons. Yeah. One of which just graduated from high school this year, going to UCLA. The other one is going to, I think, maybe his junior or sophomore year in high school, and he's really, really good. And they've all had, you know, basically full rights to UCLA. And so they are bomb. And the older brother, Lonzo.
Yeah, I'm still not saying it. Because I feel like this story happens a lot.
I'll break it down for you. It doesn't happen a lot. But basically, he's out here being that father that's championing his son, except he's taking it to the next level.
Like
and he's
Serena
doing it on TV.
And Venus' father.
Exactly.
Which is fine, okay.
Yeah, and that's why he's big.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, but when you're black and you do that, or you do it in a white, you know, people trying, you know.
Oh, okay.
They trying to set you back.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like.
I mean, if you want to overprice for his shoes, let him overprice for his shoes.
Yeah, see, the overpricing for the shoes wasn't the problem. People just feel like he's got a big mouth and he's arrogant. Yeah. But I feel like they only feel that way because, you know, that ism word. But all right, what else? Sister Bria, what do you got? What do you want to hit us with? Anything?
I don't have
nothing.
All
right, great. We can ask you questions. All right,
yeah.
Here we go. Bria, what are you majoring in? What is the goal here?
I'm a criminal justice major.
So you snitching. So you snitching.
You got 5-0. You got 5-0.
No snitching. No
you
police
sure?
work
What
here.
are you trying to do?
Like short term, if I can get into probation, I'll do that for sure. Okay. But
that is snitching.
No.
It's enforcing the law.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
God, why you gotta start with snitching?
I gotta start somewhere. Okay, I could be a police officer. I could do that right now.
Please don't.
But do I want to spend 6 months on the academy?
I don't want you to. Don't do it, Brie. Please.
So
please don't.
The long term goal is to have my own nonprofit to work on re-entry. Definitely.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's why the Lord put you in
my
life.
Tough work.
This is great.
That's
you
cool.
can help me start. You can help me get my church off the ground. Oh, in case y'all didn't know, I'm starting a church. I'm gonna get y'all more details soon.
That church is gonna send you straight to hell.
No. Bria's gonna be my first member and first guest speaker, so y'all be ready.
Reese, what's good with the bottle though?
Yeah, hold on. Are you
what's good with the bottle? We need to.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead and slide with either one.
By the way, I know y'all probably thinking, "Oh, these fancy niggas drinking wine." No. This cheap wine. All the wine here costs less than $3, and that's for all 5 bottles.
Thank you.
So you know it's gonna give us a headache.
Exactly.
Actually, Stella Rosa doesn't.
Hey, you giving out name brands? They can look this up now.
Come on, they're not sponsoring the podcast. We ain't shouting them out. Come on now.
Okay.
Hold up.
Can we name our favorite wines? Can we do a top 3 favorite wines?
Sorry, I just started drinking.
Man.
Are you guys wine people?
No.
Well, I'm starting to be.
I've just gotten into it. Like I'm starting to drink different ones, and like I'm checking the bottle.
You drink wine, Bria, like that? No. What? So hold up. What is your like drink? Like you out, right? You out on a date, whatever. What is your drink of choice? Because it ain't Hennessy, it ain't wine. So what is it?
I just like mixed drinks. I like the fruity flavor stuff.
So what do you order? So what, like Adios?
Definitely not that.
You don't drink Adios? Oh,
no.
man.
Lemon drops?
No. I mean, it changes. Whatever. I don't know. I just get whatever. I mean, most of the times I get a sex on the beach.
I'm supposed to say a Long Island.
Okay.
A Long Island is cool too. I get that too.
I had the best Long Islands in Reno. Those were like the best ones I've ever had.
They do have some good ones.
I was tripping. But let me see if there's any other questions I want to ask you, Sister Bria, before we move on. Because Bria's a pretty interesting person. I'm just trying to I don't want to be up on here blowing up the spot. That's another thing I did want to ask you. Master's degree, you thinking about it, or you like, no, I'm good?
I'm going to wait on that.
You know what? I feel you.
She just graduating tomorrow, dude.
I know, but it's like, I mean, but you know, some people like, look, I did the bachelor's, I'm going right into the master's.
Yeah,
so I was just,
I would need at least like 2 years off.
2 years?
At first I said 1 year,
Hold on, let me
but
try and set up this live.
2 is good.
1 year is not enough.
I'm sure. 1 year don't feel like. I'm not even out, and 1 year ain't enough.
Yeah. I mean, the whole master's thing is like, it's kind of tricky because it's like, man, do I want to just add on to this debt but possibly make more money, or do I just want to take the risk I'm already taking with this bachelor's? So I definitely feel it. But all right, in case you guys didn't know, hold up, what's good, Tavon? What's going on, bro? Shout out to Tavon. I'm live on Instagram.
I want to go live on Instagram.
Yeah, everybody go live. Do what you gotta do. But in case you guys were wondering, we didn't just bring Bria up here for just to talk about Bria. That ain't what we did. See, Bria was up here for a specific reason. Our topic this week is work, the workplace, jobs, things that you get paid to do.
Your 9 to 5.
And whether y'all notice or not, we have 2 Jamaicans in the building.
Jamaica.
We've got Ariana and we've got Bria. Because I've seen both of them work like a Jamaican for a minute. So they are certified
You have
Jamaicans.
to.
Huh? Is that cultural appropriation? I don't know, Bria. Is that cultural appropriation?
You trying to do your little Drake team?
But it's not on purpose, though. It's not on purpose.
You're not working like a Jamaican on purpose?
I mean, it doesn't set out to be that. It's just kind of like responsibility. So I just have to make sure I can take care of my responsibilities. So I'll work 3-4 jobs, whatever it takes. So it's not like.
Hold on, let me go back to the Masters thing, because Brittany Brown Robinson actually just said something regarding that. And shout out to her, because she's been supporting the show
hi,
too.
Tamar.
But she said, depending on the field, I suggest taking a break and getting work experience. So yeah, go ahead, Bria, do your thing. But that's what we talking about this week. Cause,
it's low key clutch to go like one into the other, and then you're done with school for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
if you could do it, it just sounds good.
But I feel like I'm with Bria though, because I want a break.
I need a
want to
break.
just be like.
But if you could like finesse it, that would be so clutch.
Yeah.
I would love to be done by all my schooling by 25. That would be
I
like
have
a
friends,
dream.
who are still like going through either dental school or doing their masters, and I'm like, dang, y'all doing it, but yeah, I just needed a little breather.
School.
Reese, can you hit the light?
Is tricky. You need more
the
light.
people can't see me.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and turn that light on.
Oh my goodness, she got her light right.
But let's get into this to the workplace, because as I told y'all, Bria's had many jobs, Ariana's had many jobs. We good. You work right now, Bria? See that? Do you work right now? I feel like I should.
Yeah, I work right
now. Okay, just checking.
She getting that money.
Yeah, just checking. Bria, I see that we'll go back to that later. But all right, so I have a question for y'all. We all have different topics about work and stuff, but let's try and do it in chronological order. Let's start off with the interview/resume process. What do y'all? What are y'all tips? What do you got to tell people for these interviews and resumes? Because that is a tricky thing.
The resumes, okay, so low key, a hidden gem is if you go on Microsoft Word, they have different templates that you could use. So they have a bunch of resume templates. So you can just input your information. It makes it super easy to get a dope looking resume. And I actually looked to my coworkers that I work with now, and I asked her to kind of work with my resume and look over it. And they've been very receptive and helpful. So just ask people. I would look online for the templates. Makes it super easy.
That definitely helps.
I didn't even know that.
Oh,
honestly, I just used the little fake resume we made in 9th grade.
Really?
In class, and then I just updated it.
That shit ugly.
That's wild, man.
It's like a straight line.
Yeah, that's wild. Oh wow. Okay, what about you, Kyle? What you got for the resumes?
Me, I mean, now that I'm a college graduate, it's kind of easier to put Tuskegee University on my resume and some of the things I did throughout college. So that definitely helps if you have any experience with school, with anything, you know, hands-on community service. I think that's always great to put in a resume, but not for work, really, right?
I mean, so that's actually my tip. Everything you do, put it on your resume.
Yeah.
Like every little thing.
Okay, but you don't want a resume longer than 1 page.
You're
Yeah,
right, but I mean everything you do that you think can contribute. I guess that's what I should say.
Yeah, but
This
certain
is a
resumes
But
for
certain
things
stuff you
as
just
well.
knock off.
Yeah.
It just
But-
naturally
but-
falls
yeah, 'cause
off.
the school
The
resume-
older
because
jobs
your resume
falls
is only
off
supposed
if
to be 5 years,
Yeah.
like the past 5 years. But to me, everything you do in that past 5 years that you think can relate to that position,
Yeah.
do it. I don't care if you are applying to be some sort of, I don't know, daycare center person and you used to watch dogs for a living.
Yeah.
You should probably put that on there because you never
Milk
know.
that up. Use
Yeah,
the
that might
thesaurus.
help.
Hey,
But then they don't like to see hella bullshit on your resume either.
but they
Yeah,
don't
you're right,
know-
but
Like community service from hella years ago.
But that's what I'm
your
saying,
high
but
school
I
job.
just said
Yeah.
5 years.
They don't want to
What's
see that
relevant
shit.
to the job?
Just put like relevant, like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
your most recent job.
Like, yeah, if you take tap dancing classes,
the
don't
best
put
ones.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not going to help you get a job. But I just feel like the little things you do, like if you feel like you should put it on there and it relates to the job and it's within like a certain time frame, just put it down. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You know,
Yeah.
it's better than just coming through with that empty resume that's just got
ain't got
like
nothing.
Yeah.
I just want to work.
a blank. Yeah.
Right, and you don't have to
Man.
put your references on your resume. You can
No,
just put
definitely not.
for references, see
Yeah.
attached.
Hey, speaking of that, let me stop putting me as a reference. All right, just because we used
I've
to
never
work together.
gotten called for someone.
man,
have you
I'm-
ever gotten called from someone?
Yes.
I don't
And
think
Really?
anybody
What
like
did
it.
you
you know what I do?
say?
I tell them I don't snitch. I'll be like, I don't really know
What?
anything about them. We just
Speaking
If it was
of
my
that,
friend,
snitching.
I would give him like a good review.
Nah, man, it's never really my friends though. It's usually
Oh.
like old coworkers,
Damn.
and I'd be like,
Permission
I'm about to
have me?
vouch.
I would
Yeah, I'm about to
always,
vouch
I
for
would
you,
always
nigga.
say good stuff if someone used me as a reference.
Man, nah, it's
'Cause
just.
I know the struggle of looking for a job, so for
Yeah,
sure,
but-
if I can help somebody
But
else,
at least tell me. Like,
Yeah.
they
don't
should
have
they,
to have
they
them
should ask
call.
you ahead of time
I'm over
before
here
they.
agreeing after I just put a bunch of
Yeah,
people
man.
on my reference list. I
Oh,
need
and speaking
to
of that,
ask them.
if y'all, oh, you know what? This is a good one too. I got this from Brother Daryl. Shout out to Brother Daryl too because he's always supporting the show. He said, research the company you're doing a resume for to get some ideas.
Let's get it.
That
Hey,
really
that's
know
A1.
the company
That is
you are
A1.
applying for. Trust me
Okay,
on
okay,
this.
okay. That sounds good, but high key, when you're applying for hella jobs, I do not want to change things and make things more specific towards this one job
No,
because
but that's
that'll
you
take
gotta do it,
forever.
though.
I'm
Definitely
gonna
help.
cut and
It'll
paste
definitely help.
my
But I would
resume
say-
that's set.
At least if it's a job that you really want, like that you got most interest in,
Yeah.
change it for that one.
I just
Yeah.
know
But
the
not, like,
times I've been
every-
looking for a job, it's like so much to do that you just boom, 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 boom. I'm not doctoring nothing up
Look,
to be
man,
specific to
it's
your company.
gotta be done though. You
Yeah.
gotta do it. You
It's just
gotta
taking the
do
time to
research.
do it. It's just not. It's not the move.
I mean, hey, I get what you said, but you gotta do it. Don't like I said, but honestly, for real, like I said, the two Jamaicans at the table, listen to them the most, cause Ariana stay with a job.
Okay. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yes.
How do people not find jobs? Because I swear, whenever
no,
I'm
hold on.
looking for
I'm
one,
happy you
I
said
can
that.
find
Hey,
one.
I'm happy you said that
Hey,
because
I was
this
in that
man, I
position.
witnessed this man.
Yes.
I witnessed him hunt for a job and hunt. and
Okay,
hunt and hunt.
maybe it makes a difference what kind of job you're looking
No,
for.
no, hey, look, no, Ariana. Look, when I tell
Sometimes
you,
niggas just
Okay,
ain't
what kind of
hiring.
jobs were you looking
hold on, hold on.
for?
Let me tell you, when I was trying to use my degree for everything, I tried
'em.
everything. So I had to go so far as to apply for McDonald's.
Timar says I've always found jobs in Antioch. If Timar can
Hold
find
up.
a job in Antioch,
Ask him.
anybody.
Ask
I feel like
Tamar
that's
if he
the
want me to
move.
tell a
Get that
story
job.
about one of his jobs.
Exactly.
Ask him if I can tell a story about one of his jobs. If he
But
says he's good,
anyways.
I'd do it.
Anyways, I even tried so far as to work in McDonald's. I tried this damn burger joint.
Hold up, Kyle. You rushing through the
Somewhere-
story. He tried to
Huh?
work at McDonald's. Yeah, because that's where Tamar used to work at Extreme
Yeah.
Burger.
You
But-
worked with Timar?
No.
No. They didn't hire me.
Yeah. But hold up, though. Kyle was looking for a job with a bachelor's degree, and he applied to McDonald's and didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
Oh, you're not getting McDonald's with a bachelor's degree.
I know because they think I'm a bougie nigga because I got a degree.
You know too much.
Like, I'm like, come on. I'm just trying to get some money. I'll work for your little $14 an hour.
Look,
He said Extreme
What
Burger
McDonald's?
doesn't like black
Oh,
people.
What
hold
McDonald's
on.
is this?
Oh,
We
well.
may have to talk off the podcast. I may need to transfer. I may need to.
But I
get
really
a-
feel
What's
like
the
it's
minimum wage
easier to
here?
find jobs
What's
than what we
minimum wage?
think.
like $9.50.
It's $9.50.
No, it's 10.
It's
10?
Yeah, it's 10.
Oh, well, never
Why
mind.
the minimum wage keep rising?
Dude, in the South, it's $7.25.
Oh.
But
then again, I'm about to say- Y'all
It
apartments
is,
be
man.
$500
And that is
a
true,
month.
man. You get a 500 bedroom. You get a 5-bedroom
chill.
house for $500
First
a month
of all,
in the
what we're not
South.
going to do is slim
You just
the
got
South.
you just got to deal with a whole bunch of deer and foxes in your yard every day. That's
I
about
love
it.
it though. I would so move.
Oh, yeah,
To
I'm
the
moving
South?
back to the South.
Yeah,
though,
I'd get
yeah.
California.
Yeah. Yeah, because I already told.
Hold up, Travis.
Hey.
You saw how disrespectful this nigga is. You saved him from a life of misery in the South.
What?
And you
Dude,
just
the
gonna
South
move
is
back.
beautiful.
That's
the South
cold,
is beautiful.
man.
Wait, so
I
you would
dig
go
you.
back to your home state?
Yes, I will go back
Arkansas?
to my home. No, hey,
wouldn't
let me explain why. Let me explain why.
Please.
Arkansas is very beautiful. I would love to retire in Arkansas. I would love to raise a family in Arkansas because it is really just a beautiful place. And then, you know, making the money that I would if I was to work here, then I could give me a decent spot. You know, I might be able to give me my own island somewhere, you know. But I just think, you know,
you
that's
also gonna have to deal with Mr. Uncle Charlie coming through to your crib.
Uncle Charlie, who's that?
The white man coming through to your crib asking you crazy questions.
The white man asks me questions now. And they say, boy, now.
I just feel like the South would be more boring than it is here.
Hey,
I don't know why I feel like we have so much more.
We sleep on the
Oh,
South.
really?
Because
But the South is like a Walmart and then like miles and miles of nothing.
Have you,
hold up.
Have you ever been to Kentucky by any chance?
No, I have not.
Never.
In our college town, we didn't even have a Walmart.
Hold up.
You expect me to live somewhere without a Walmart?
Hold up. Auburn was right there, and it was a college
I feel like
town.
there's not enough stuff to fill up the state.
First of all,
Like, I mean, there's just like
Hey, what we not gonna
places.
do is
There's
slander the
places where
South.
there's like nothing for a long time.
hold up. Actually, if we talking, the South is more lit than the West.
Okay. In what state? In what state?
Atlanta.
Hold up. This is coming
Houston.
from the nigga that never been to a beach till he came out here. Okay.
We
Okay.
probably have to admit we
That's
high key
crazy.
have everything.
Oh, we about to do the region wars on this podcast.
Region wars. Okay, let's
about
get
to
it.
be
First of
region
all,
wars.
We have the only
Go
thing
ahead.
y'all have over here.
The
is-
only
only
thing.
thing.
The
Go
only
ahead.
thing, the
Let us
only
hear it.
thing is LA. Nobody even really care about the Bay like that. I didn't even know the Bay
What do
was
you
the Bay until I moved
mean?
here.
San
You're
Francisco.
so
Hold on.
sweet.
San
San
Francisco.
Francisco
I'm
is
hit you
the
with facts,
second most
dude.
popular
Nah,
city
Are you
in the
kidding?
nation.
I don't want to hear it.
After
I don't
New
wanna hear it.
York.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
anyways,
You're funny.
in the South,
Keep
guess
going.
what we got?
Region wars.
Hold
Keep
on,
going.
guess what we got in the South? We got Miami.
Guess what
we got
Hold
Orlando.
up. Guess what we got in our
What?
South? We're going to go one for one. Guess what
Okay.
we got in our
Cool.
South? Disneyland. Go ahead.
No, hold on. But we have Disney World, nigga.
Guess what we have on this side?
What?
Mexico. What y'all got?
We don't need Mexico. Didn't you tell me enough of them crossing the border as is?
They are.
We don't
So-
even we have Mexico. We don't have
I mean, yeah, we do. Baja California is Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
Okay,
No, that's what it
technically,
is.
all right.
I mean, that's what it is for real. But what else the South got that we don't have?
The South has Houston, Texas, and Erykah Badu, and
I mean,
Beyonce.
Houston Loki is the shit.
Beyonce,
Shout out to
come on.
Houston.
But
Shout out
no.
to Houston.
Yeah, exactly.
Houston is high key the shit. We don't have a Houston. Our
Houston.
closest would be
we
Compton.
don't need a Houston. What do we need a Houston for?
Houston
y'all
is
got?
lit as shit.
We've got Compton, we've got Oakland, we've got Richmond, we've got Berkeley, we've got LA, we've got San Diego. All those cities are better than Houston. Yeah, thank you. And Sacramento's one of the boringest cities in the world.
I think y'all sleep.
And you know what? I
Y'all
didn't
so
even bring
sleep.
up New Orleans before Katrina.
Hold up. But I like how you're doing the whole South, and we only have one state. So why don't you stick to your little state of Arkansas where you're moving back
No,
to?
hold
What
on.
does that have that California don't have?
Hey,
I ain't talking about 50 states.
Facts. Guess what?
What does Arkansas have?
Guess what?
Razorbacks?
Hold up. Guess where Walmart was founded, nigga?
Who cares?
Arkansas.
Idaho. Oh.
So Walmart was founded in Arkansas,
Yes.
but y'all probably only got what, one Walmart per every 1,000
No.
miles.
One Walmart in every city.
Not even. That's about.
That's what it feels like when you're driving in the South. Like we went to Texas.
Yeah,
like
you
it took
haven't even
hella
went-
long to
You
get
haven't even went to
anywhere.
Arkansas. Arkansas is beautiful.
Is it
It's
trees?
okay.
Trees
It's
and
beautiful.
dirt.
I'm gonna say it's okay.
Hold up. Sister Bria, have you been to Arkansas?
I have been to Arkansas.
Tell us your Arkansas experience, because
God,
you've been to
let's do
Arkansas.
it.
You from
Come
the
on.
West. What was
To
it
me,
like?
it's real country and just dry. Like my family
Dry?
is from Arkansas.
Yo, Eddie
Is
Dry.
it
Oh, hold
city
up. So
atmosphere?
your family escaped Arkansas,
What, escaped?
came to the West, and they left.
I mean, they left, but they went back. We the only ones here now.
See, hey, knock yourself out. Yeah, let's do it, man. We want the wine to keep flowing. Jesus didn't turn water into wine for it not
You
to
do that
flow.
one.
Ooh, you got the cupcake.
Mm-hmm. It's the
Oh, I'm
cupcake
messing up
rosé.
all my calories.
Okay,
All
so anyways, the next step in the job process is the interview.
Interviews.
Yeah.
Interviews. I have an interview tip for
I
y'all.
am terrified of interviews.
No, hey. I got
Terrified.
I got
I
some
get
help
you out.
anxiety before interviews.
I'ma
I get
help you
so
out.
nervous.
Here's what you do before an interview. You get a song in your head.
Smoke.
No, man, come on.
My
Is
God.
that really?
No, hold on.
Does that help?
I'm just kidding.
For anxiety, if people have anxiety, which I know a lot of people do have anxiety,
I have
marijuana
anxiety.
is used to help stop that.
Absolutely.
No, but you think that's good before an interview? Like that'll help?
Well, no, I wouldn't do
No,
that.
hold on. If
I
you have
wouldn't do it
anxiety,
Go to the interviews.
hold on. If
I
you
wouldn't
have
do it before.
anxiety, then yeah, because I mean,
Anxiety passes. It passes.
Well, if you have it and you say it passes,
I
I'll
wake
rock
up with it, but then an hour before I drink
Anxiety
some
is different,
coffee,
though.
I chill out.
Yeah.
I have anxiety. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I understand.
All right,
but
well, look, my thing is that I always used to do when I used to get nervous for interviews is I'd get that one song in my head and I keep replaying it.
Man, go ahead and
keep
name it.
replaying it
Go ahead
at
and
that
name it.
rhythm. No, whatever song I would be listening to at the time, whatever's in rotation at that time, you keep playing that in your head and just listen to, you know, what your I guess your whoever's interviewing you is saying, and you just kind of keep that rhythm in your head instead of like letting your mind race at like 1,000 miles per minute. Because what I used to do was I go into an interview and I think, ooh, what I'm gonna do if I get this job and I get this money? Ooh, who's gonna like me when I tell them I got this job? Ooh, man, I wonder if this boss is cool. I wonder if the coworkers is cool. I used to think like that, but you know, after a while, I just kind of started, you know, focusing on that one song and then kind of going from there. So hey, that might help y'all. Who knows?
So I do have a pro tip. If you get to the end of an interview and they ask you, do you have any questions? Something I read and something that's really useful. Turn it around on them and you ask them, hey, is there one reason that you wouldn't hire me? Because it gives them a chance.
Ooh,
I hate those
good.
kind of questions.
No. Because they ask you a question, hey, do you have any questions? You ask them, hey, well, why wouldn't you hire me for this position? And if at any point they felt kind of off during the interview, they would then say it. So, for instance, when
What
I
if
got
they
the
tell
job,
the truth,
no, but then you have time to clarify it. So, for instance,
I feel like that's really awkward.
Okay, I get it.
exactly. Yeah,
I'm on board. I like this.
And
Go
so
ahead.
when I got the job in San Francisco, basically at the end of the interview, I asked her that question, and she said, "Yeah, I'm just afraid you don't have enough experience." And then I flipped it on her. I was like, "I may not have enough experience, but I'm a very hard worker and I'm a quick learner."
Go.
Boom.
Talk that talk. Got that
Guess
job
what?
too. Talk that talk.
Yeah, I got that.
I
So,
can use that
and so that's a
today.
pro
Yeah,
tip.
yeah,
That's
you
definitely a pro
should.
tip.
Oh, you
feel
think
like
you
I
had an
feel
interview today,
too-
bro?
I did have an interview today.
Oh, how was that?
How was that?
How you think you did?
I think I did good because I already did some of that work, you know,
Okay.
basically what
Yeah.
the work is, I won't say.
Not bad. Well, don't tell us don't, because I don't want nobody stealing, sniping your position from you.
I don't
But what
think
would
they
you be
could.
doing?
That's giving it away.
Okay, all right. Well, we're just gonna assume she would be snitching. So if you out there and you snitching and you looking for a new job, they hiring snitches.
So,
Just know
Bria,
that.
quick question: are you hashtag All Lives Matter since
What?
you're going into criminal justice?
Hold up, man. Oh, she might
That's
be.
a no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's
We
a
gotta start,
definite
hey,
no.
we gotta start asking Bria these questions now, huh?
You know, because she
Why
5
not?
0.
Yeah, okay, then the question would be, am I a Blue Lives Matter?
Well, blue isn't really a race, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
how
we
you
say
feel.
it, right? It's hashtag.
I don't know
They
what
say
people
it.
be saying. That ain't for me.
Right, with All Lives Matter. And no, I'm not.
Interesting. We gotta start watching.
Okay,
Bria.
Ariane, pro tip.
Bria might start citing me for not
I
taking
don't
in the
have
garbage.
any. I'm still terrible with interviews. I get nervous.
But you get all the
before-
jobs,
You
though.
got like 14 jobs.
I
So
feel
what
like
do you
okay.
do?
So now the interviews that I go to are more so like, how can you work with children? And then I explain my experience. So they're easier now because those are the jobs I'm interviewing for. But before that, I had nothing to
Look,
say.
y'all. I
And
know
was just really
Ariane is saying she
uncomfortable.
ain't got no tips. Ariane get a new job every 2 weeks, so whatever she's doing,
She
is
don't
I'm
stay
a
without
hard, I'm a
one.
hard
she
worker.
just
I really
she just
am.
don't want to share the tips so that y'all come take these jobs.
I don't
from
have
her.
anything specific, but I mean, just
Man,
work hard.
All right. Well, let's get to the next phase, and that is you're hired. So I got a couple of questions about when you are on the job, and I'm sure y'all do too. But I got one that I want to throw out there real fast. And the question is, we are all like kind of forced to like, you know, when you work somewhere, you got to communicate with your coworkers and things like that. Where do you draw the line between, okay, this is my coworker and then this is my friend?
I think coworkers can be friends. Why not?
Really?
I have
I
coworkers
used to
who
think that.
are friends too.
Yeah, I don't mix
But
friends
not
with
anymore.
business.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
said there's a
We got
boundary
trees
between.
from one of my coworkers.
Hold up now, are you snitching?
Hold up.
Oh, Lord.
Hold up.
What is with the snitching on this
hold up.
podcast today? See what
Hold
you
up.
did, Bria.
Hold up.
Come on
So
now.
let me tell him. So first of all, that was in college. He was hustling. That work study wasn't gonna get him paid.
Oh,
so
man.
he had to do what he had to do. So maybe we did
come on.
buy a couple, trees from the man. But we only helping him.
Okay, so what's wrong with
Come on.
having your coworkers be your friends? What's wrong with that?
Because I feel like it can get complicated and
How?
coworkers aren't permanent.
No, they and thank you.
But then
That's-
if you
that's the
establish
thing.
a friendship, you can see them outside of work. You'll probably be already
It can
seeing
get
them
too
outside
messy.
of work.
It can get way too
I have
messy at
coworkers who
work.
are my friends now.
I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying I wouldn't I'm not inviting a coworker out for drinks.
Nope.
Why not?
You know,
I
like
used
that.
to, but not anymore.
I
I'm
think
more,
it's actually it makes the work more enjoyable when you have people you have
But see,
semi-personal relationships. Because I
Okay,
enjoy going to
but
work
I
because
feel
I
like-
enjoy catching up with the
I
ladies.
feel like when there is like that personal relationship, they start to, they start to do things that I don't want you to do in the workplace. like, talk to me about my personal life.
Exactly.
Workplace.
Yeah.
Because
I don't want you to be like,
yeah.
and this has happened where they like, oh, hey, at the club, I seen you. Remember when we went? And it's like, yo, the supervisor right
work,
there.
yeah.
This is work. This ain't.
My coworkers are a little more mature. They're like in their early 40s, so it's a little different because they have the maturity of I wouldn't bring up drinking last night in front of our boss. They already have that maturity, so it's not even a conversation. But when we get to lunchtime and the teacher leaves, then we talking about whatever.
Oh yeah, because you working around teachers. You know teachers be
Teachers be doing some shit. Y'all so sleep.
Oh no,
I mean,
I know.
So
I'm not
sweet.
Man, they be
It's
talking about
just-
the students in the
And
teachers'
these are
lounge.
older women.
I know they do
I
that.
work around like old hens. But
Okay.
Like,
What
I
about
love
you,
when
Bria?
some teachers fighting in the classroom.
What?
Oh, that's
Oh, I
lit.
do. Yeah.
They was throwing hands?
In the classroom.
That's what's
though,
up,
like, lock the
teachers.
door and everything.
Hey,
They was
that's
some
what's up.
kids.
Hey, so while we on this, can we talk about
teachers
our,
be lit.
can we talk about our favorite fight school story?
No.
Why?
No.
Come on, that would be hilarious because I got one.
Well, you can tell yours.
Come on.
I'm not telling mine because too many of those people listen to this. And if I tell mine, they're going to know exactly which fight and who it was.
It don't matter.
It do matter to
It
me.
don't.
Go ahead, though. Tell yours. What's up?
Man,
I don't even know if I
anyway,
know them.
Favorite
Anyway.
school fights. Let's go.
I'm not even gonna name these two women, but
Name them.
okay.
See if they listen.
Hold up. No.
No, hey,
Don't name
I
them.
mean, I'm gonna name
What's
them.
going on, Queenita?
Hey.
Go ahead.
It was my girl Jin, right?
Jin. That sound like the
No,
name.
hey,
That
hey,
sounds
dog,
like
you
the
gonna have me
name.
Her real, hey,
Keep
her
going
real-
with the nicknames.
And her real name was
Auntie
Jennifer.
Mickey. What
But
up, Marky?
Jin, she, a swole girl. She stood about 6 foot tall in high school, and it was a
Hi,
smaller
Marky.
girl named Kayla. And
You're really dropping these names, but
Hey.
see, I'm gonna assume that the South don't really listen to our podcast yet, so I ain't even gonna bleep
Hey.
them out. So you on your own.
Hey,
I'm
I
telling
guess,
you.
okay,
You on your own.
Well, anyway, Jin
They
and
gonna come
Kayla
get your man.
in the cafeteria, right? So both of them knew they had beef. And this is on video. If I find it on Facebook, I might share it just because of this.
Oh, God.
But anyway, so Kayla, she had a lock in her
high
hand,
school
and so you know how the school
Marky
locks
so
are,
high.
and she had it in her knuckle.
Uh-huh. Oh no.
And, yeah, and so she had it in her knuckle.
What
right?
up, Rabbit? Yeah, go
So
ahead.
they both at the table, right? Jin rolled up on her.
Why did he
Ooh.
go to yours?
no,
Is not
hold
and
up.
not mine.
So she ran him down?
Hold up.
Tis.
So she rolled up on her, right? And Kayla got up and she swung, but she missed.
Oh, that's dead.
And it was a wrap.
Dunzo.
Like, the girl got pummeled so bad, I was just like staring with my mouth open because I never seen such savagery, but I couldn't blame Jin because it's like at the end of the day, she tried to hit you with a lock.
Can I point out something too?
What's up?
High school fights, especially the high school I went to, like girl on girl high school fights is the reason I don't sleep out women. Yeah, man. Shout out to Deer Valley High School. Why not? We'll shout them out. But hey, nah, man, shout them out. I mean, if it wasn't for them, who knows what we'd be doing? I guess.
Great.
I don't know, but like that
I
high
can't
school
say it
taught
on the
me though.
podcast.
That high school taught me to not sleep on women, man. Because if a woman get mad enough and she punch you in your face, I don't care how big of a man you are, she can knock you out.
So you're saying you get knocked out by a woman?
I'm saying you shouldn't sleep on women,
That's not what
Fighting
I asked
you?
you.
and I'm saying you
Like-
shouldn't sleep on women.
No, I
That
just
was
asked
my
you yes
answer.
or no question.
What?
That was my answer. You shouldn't sleep on women. But here, but how about this? I'll answer your other question.
Okay.
Right? So I ain't gonna tell the whole story, but I once watched this dude get suplexed, hit the concrete, and then be
Ooh.
knocked out.
What you not gonna do is do it like that.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story.
Hey, somebody tell the story.
Go ahead and whisper it.
Somebody tell the story.
I don't
You
even
know
know these.
You know who it is. We'll talk about it after the podcast. But
Let's talk
that
about
was-
it now.
Why?
Tweet you.
What do you want? The whole story?
I don't
Yes,
even know who
I want to hear this.
No, because
I want to hear
Tim
this.
ain't gonna tell her right.
You know what?
Reese, you come and tell
You know
me.
what?
No.
You know what tells it? Footage. But here we go. So there was these two gentlemen of the we'll say students. See, look, Bridget just caught on. She know where we going. All right, so you know they ready. They decide it's time to move some furniture. All right, so the crowd gathers. They start scrapping it out. They end up on the ground. Somebody comes as they're on the ground and kind of like breaks it up, but like more just interferes with the fight and tells them to get back to the shoulders. Next thing you know, the lighter skinned brother with the we'll say the nappiest of hair back then, because that was the style. Well, that was the style, man. The nappy fro with the taper. That's what it was. He proceeds to lift up the darker skinned brother.
Ooh,
Younger at that.
hold up.
He was
Ooh.
younger?
Yeah.
Ooh,
A
well,
younger,
He-
darker
he-
skinned
he
brother.
was a- He was a freshie while we were.
Oh well, yeah, no, yeah. Hold up, yeah. These two gentlemen were younger than us. They were younger than us by a year.
I do not know these people. I'm not getting it.
Brother was our age.
Oh,
well. Either way, I'll tell you off the podcast.
I'm not
No.
getting it.
They weren't freshmen. But anyway, here's the thing. Like I said, lighter skinned brother lifts up darker skinned brother, politely, gently slams him onto the ground.
How you do that?
Then hold up. But then, you know,
He was knocked out after that.
Yeah, but so he's knocked out after the concrete. My man threw some jabs in.
Weak ones.
It's almost as if it was,
sure.
to almost make sure. So he's sprawled out on the ground, arms out all like this, and everybody's like, oh, so he not getting up. Finally, the weak-ass Deer Valley security, who knows where y'all were, like the fast 5 minutes, she come through, and they carried his brother out on the stretcher. No. He got the little neck brace thing on.
No.
Now let me tell you the best part. This is my favorite
That
part.
sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not.
Don't say no names.
I'm not even piecing it together.
Now
I'm really not.
Hold up. I'll fill you in after the podcast. But this is my favorite part. So, as y'all might imagine, this was the best fight I've ever seen. So I'm on Facebook because I was friends with the lighter skinned guy, but not with the darker skinned guy. So I go on Facebook and I'm just looking at the post to see if darker skinned brother ever woke up. Let me go ahead. Now, mind y'all, I can't quote this because this was 5 years ago. But the post went something like this from the darker skinned brother. I didn't get knocked out. It was just really hot.
What?
And I had some heat exhaustion. I was exhausted.
That's a good one.
And my thought was, nigga, is you crazy? We got the footage. Man, the footage made it to World Star, y'all.
No.
It was on World Star. He was out here trying to say he was he was just working so hard, Bria. He was just working so hard. He was just
There must
so
be somebody
tired
from
and
your
sleepy.
year.
Bruh. No. You were there, nigga. This was my senior year.
I need
You were there.
names. That doesn't sound familiar.
I will give you names off the podcast. But there you go, Kyle. I answered your other question, so I don't have to answer your other question. Sister Bria, do you have a favorite fight from high school that you would like to... do you remember now, Ariana? Is it all coming back to you?
Yes, I do recall.
Sister Bria, do you remember now also?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still local.
And I know, and that's why I said I didn't want to say it because too many people listen,
when
but
I type
it's
up
whatever.
his name,
Let me see.
He still got the fro.
Hey, that's the style.
I know where he works.
Yeah.
I know where he
Hey,
works.
we're not going to get into
Hey, hold
this.
up. Rabbit said, dude gonna come find me. See, Rabbit, the thing is, when you broke, you don't really have an address. So can't nobody find you. That's the thing, man. I live in a box, partner. Better safe than homeless. That's what I always say. Go ahead, Sister Bria. What's your favorite high school fight? I know you got one.
I wasn't into none, really. I mean, there was one.
All right, let me
We
hear
was all
it.
supposed to be on our way to class, you know. Like,
Oh, these are the
dancing
best
went
ones.
off.
You got 5 minutes in between. Did y'all
Yeah,
have
the best
time?
ones. Go
I don't
ahead.
want to tell it because this girl, she...
Oh, well.
All right. You sure you don't want to tell it?
Snapping pictures of people when you see them and send them to others, and they send it to you.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
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 So
Okay.
how is it that you hang around so many snitches?
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Because she 5'0".
Man, hey, if y'all see Bria on the street, watch out.
Run.
She ain't on your street
Run,
for 40
nigga,
games, nigga. She on there to be snitching. Ariel, you got a favorite fight you want to tell?
I don't. I'm not into
sure?
him. I was never into him.
So you ran from
Do you have
fights like a
favorite fight
lame?
you want to tell?
I mean, I walk slowly. I'm not one of them niggas
I'm
running
just
across
playing.
the campus.
No, I mean, not. I'm not even talking about if you run to one. I'm talking about just one
Like-
you might
like
have
just
seen.
seen.
If I'm standing near it, but other than that, I'm not really interested. That doesn't amuse me. I don't like to see it. That
Hey,
doesn't make
Bria,
you cool
my
or
man
cute.
Rabbit said you the feds, and I'm starting to believe him. Let me check under the table for bugs. Hold up, y'all. All right, y'all, we good. Just checking, making sure the feds ain't listening.
Well, I guess since we're on high school, y'all want to do the top 3?
What's your top 3?
Yeah, what's the top 3? Go
So
ahead,
we
bro.
can get top 3 childhood celebrity crushes.
Okay,
Who want to start it off?
go ahead. Oh, I started off. I didn't know you said who. I thought you said you wanted to. I started off. I'm warning y'all. All mine are from the same channel. This is pretty easy.
Wow.
Brenda Song,
Basic.
Homegirl. Dang, man, come on. Let me
Oh, my
get
bad.
it
Go
out.
ahead.
Homegirl from That's So Raven.
Which one? Chelsea?
Yeah.
Elisa Vanderpool.
I thought
Vanderpool.
you didn't like white women.
This is back in the day before I was enlightened. This is before that.
Okay.
And then, of course, the fine, super fine. What was her name? Claire from My Wife and Kids. And I'm talking light skin Claire
I agree.
Jennifer
I
with the
agree.
curly hair. What's her name?
Jennifer Freeman.
Jennifer Freeman. Find me on Instagram at allfall16. ALLFALL16. You can ask me about the 15, the 16. I might tell you. Anybody else want to go? Go ahead.
I don't think I have like a top 3
God.
childhood crushes
You
because
don't have
like
anything.
the guys
Who
we
you have?
crushed on were like Chris Brown,
Okay, well,
Neo.
name them.
Hey,
Name
nigga,
the
come
top
on.
3.
You say
Come on.
Neo?
Neo.
Oh, you like
Like
bald
so
headed?
sick. I didn't, but you know, girls did.
When
They
name
had
yours.
Bow Wow.
No, hold up. Name
Oh,
yours.
okay. For me, let me think. Usher was definitely a big one.
Okay.
He was a little older. Now that I think about it, that's about it. I didn't really.
Oh my God.
I didn't have any in particular. I wasn't a Justin Timberlake. I wasn't really hyped for none of them.
So you ain't had no crush on no Omarion, no Trey Songz,
No, I
nobody
didn't
from
go
Pretty
through
Ricky.
those. No.
Well, let's skip you then. Sister Bria, what you got?
Exactly.
'Cause
Yeah, come on,
Ariana
Bria.
just,
I don't
good
have no
Lord.
3, but I would say Chris Brown.
Chris Brown, that's y'all
Yeah, we
one?
were all on
So,
Chris Brown
so
when he first
was
came
y'all-
out.
So after he went upside Rihanna's head, y'all didn't have no fear that could be you?
Oh, we've been.
Really?
Well, I've been
That's
off Chris
Oh, 'cause
Brown
y'all
by
said
that time.
she doesn't represent the whole female race.
Okay, Bria said she
That was
know
like
how to
4
stab
years
people
after
away.
he came out.
And
So we
then,
were kind of over him anyway.
A couple from B5.
Oh my God, B5. Wow,
I
talk
was
about
like,
taking
they
it
was
back.
so-
There you go.
They were so little. But they was cute. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them look like little.
All right, not bad.
Wow. Okay, well I got
Let's-
mine.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because y'all born. Okay, so
Here we go.
Nick, what you mean? Here
All
we
these
go.
women got a southern accent, but go ahead.
First of all, it
Go
had to
ahead.
be the beautiful,
Oh, yeah.
beautiful Halle Berry.
Oh, she definitely bathed in maple syrup. As a kid, you was on Hollywood?
Yes.
Oh, man, Kyle said he been an OG. All right, go ahead,
Sorry.
partner. My bad.
So I had I had Halle Berry.
Mhm.
Then it was your girl Nia Long,
Wow, he was really into women.
and then you said childhood. So
Well, no, because as a child, I was looking at like
as
you
a
know,
child, I mean
teenagers,
like 10,
I guess.
11.
Yeah, I was looking at like the girls
I was
on Disney
thinking of
Channel.
like I don't know, young people.
Yeah, me too. But I see where you're going. You was just more advanced. That's cool though. But what's the next one?
Yeah, why you got to say it like that?
No, you were obviously if you was looking at
saying I'm
women.
mannish or something.
Nah,
I mean, you were looking
Come
at
on, bro.
women 20 plus your
Yeah,
age.
man.
I do like
And that's
milfs.
odd.
I
Hey,
do
that
like
explains the
cougars.
MILF Cougar thing now.
Hey, I mean, hey, it is what
I
it
see
is.
you, bro. It must be a
But
Southern
Halle
thing.
Berry, I said Nia Long.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, and my third one has to be Miss Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Christina Milian.
Yes, Christina Milian was all that in the bag of chips.
Oh, Nick Cannon from that movie. I
Yeah.
remember
That
Nick
movie's
Cannon
good.
from that
You
movie.
could
Yeah,
probably,
he would have been a crush. He
You
would
could
have
probably
been a
get
crush.
Christina Milian at this point in her career.
Nah,
No.
she's still a
Dream.
C-list celebrity.
I think she's with like an athlete.
Oh
now.
wait, you know what? Take that back. She got Lil Wayne. You
Oh,
ain't gotta
yeah.
say
Christina
that.
Milian is
You
getting
gotta
back
say
up. I think she's coming back
Oh,
up
she
more
a
so
bad-
with fashion. Christina Milian, yeah, she's Carucci's friend.
What?
Oh,
Karuchi's
my-
friend?
alright.
What?
But I mean,
Dang.
she's more notable
That's
on
what she's
social
came
media
down
and
to.
in fashion. She really is.
Karuchi? I think Christina
Christina
Milian.
Milian is still hot, like not for music,
That's
more so
crazy.
for fashion and being like a socialite. I'm telling you,
Oh no, I thought
that's
you were
how they're
talking
making the
about-
money nowadays.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about a Karuchi having some.
She's an it
Talent.
girl on social media. That's
That's
how they make their money.
She's not. She's the ex-girlfriend of Chris Brown.
Yeah.
That's
But
all.
she's an it girl on social media. She's now on a show. That led to opportunities.
She is not
Y'all
talented.
sleep on Karuchi
no,
with her
Karuchi is not
sponsorships and her
talented
jobs.
at all.
We ain't
She's
about
not.
to
We're
spend
not
this
arguing
whole
that they're
podcast
talented. We're just
bigging
arguing
up
that that's how they
Karuchi.
make their money.
Yeah, I feel you.
Come on,
We are
man.
saying their name right, right?
Yeah,
Karuchi.
Yeah.
Karuchi.
But hold up. Once again, we're gonna big up Bria real quick. Shout out to Bria, graduating from SF State. Bria, you need to be more hyped about this, man. What's going on? Is it just you ain't really realized?
Now
it
she's
yet?
going to be the 5-0 and she regretting it.
Yeah, I
the
get
ancestors looking down
Yeah,
on her like,
I'm looking at you
One.
totally differently.
Y'all
Bria,
really
yo,
think I'm going
I'm about to tell y'all what Bria gonna be doing. All right, everybody get ready. Sit back, relax.
I'm ready.
get down, nigga.
I'm gonna lean into the mic so y'all know I'm serious. All right, so y'all know how when those white cops get out there and they shoot black youth, right? Bria's gonna be the person who go outside and be like, "No, it's okay. He didn't mean to."
What?
That's gonna be
Not
Bria.
even.
Bria's gonna be their
Defend the cop.
spokesperson.
Oh, she gonna be an
Yes.
apologist?
Yeah, they're gonna be writing their checks,
Oh
man.
my
Not
Hey,
at
stay
all.
woke.
What?
Stay woke. They're gonna be writing
She
their
could be an
checks.
advocate for us and families.
But
Yeah.
not many
Exactly.
cops who
Belong to
no,
those
hold up. But not many
thuggies.
cops who come out as advocates and who tell the truth stay in because all the ones who have come out, you know, there's this whole blue code. So if you snitch,
I think it's worth a
outside,
try.
What is it? The
We
blue
could
wall?
always use
No, hold on,
more.
hold on.
We could always use more advocates.
Yeah, I know we do have advocates, and all of them have been kicked out. Like
I know,
all
but
of
it's
them
worth
are
a try.
outcasts.
How else are we gonna penetrate
It
the
is
system?
worth a try.
Yeah, it's definitely
Right,
worth a try.
but I just wish Bria wasn't trying it. That's all. I don't
So
want
we
them to do
need-
my
we need
friend
more
Bria
people
wrong.
like
Then
her.
I
We
gotta
need
Can
roll
we
up
actually
there
talk
with
about
the
how
blue
easy it is to be a cop, like a regular cop? It's really 6 months. Any Joe can be a cop, and that's what's so bad about it. I feel you have to have a college degree at least to become a cop, because for the FBI,
think it
you
needs
can't
more
just
than that,
go.
for real.
Yeah, I understand too, but for the FBI, all you need is a bachelor's. Why can't that be the same for law
Yeah,
enforcement?
Bria,
that
why
protect
don't you
us
go
every
work
day?
for the FBI so you don't have to snitch on the locals? Snitch on the people from different
First
countries.
of all, let's get to this.
All right, let's go ahead.
Who said I wanted to be a police officer?
I don't know, but
But
criminal
you gonna be working
justice.
for parole
hey,
officers. So.
yeah, I mean, you about to be a probation officer. You gonna be snitching on niggas when they
Maybe.
come back dirty.
I've gone back and forth from that. Like, I really don't. I'm not sure if I want to do probation either. Like
That's
I said,
true.
I want to
Yeah.
do re-entry stuff.
Okay.
I'm trying to help.
But hold
the
up, Bria. We are just
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we just messing with you.
I'm about to say I don't want people to actually think that we not proud of Bria. We super proud of Bria, y'all. This is a big deal. Like, I really don't think she's gonna be out here snitching. I'm just out here making fun. But no, let's get back to this work thing though, because I got another one for y'all that I really want.
So we're actually talking about work, and then what was the next one?
Dating
No, hold on.
your coworker.
No, but we can get into that.
All right, so so here's the thing. I was gonna go with just smashing your coworkers, because you know, as y'all know, smashing and dating is a big difference.
It
But
is.
I went
I
with
think
dating.
we'd go. Yeah, let's go the dating route.
So would y'all date your
No.
coworkers?
No.
Not at this point
And
in my
no.
career, no.
No,
I would never.
Maybe later on
Never?
in life.
ever.
No, I mean, I've talked to one before,
Uh-huh.
but then that was it.
Was it awkward after, like, maybe it was it and then y'all still had to see each other?
Nah, because he got fired.
Oh,
Well,
Hey,
that's why that was it.
That handled
Bria
that.
was like, oh, nigga with no
It was
job.
like-
God was
like
looking
2
out.
weeks later, but it did seem like everybody knew about it.
Really? See, and that's the
because he was
I wrote
those
that
people.
down.
I have my boundaries
Uh-huh.
with the people at work. I don't be friends
Yeah.
with
Exactly.
my coworkers like that. Like, we got our work relationship
Mhm.
and we cool there. We talk about whatever, but outside of that, that's my time.
Yeah. See, I feel you on that too, because that's one of the reasons I put I wouldn't, is because it's just a little too many. It's too.
But
It
you
was
were
too much
you were
mess.
almost friends with a coworker.
Almost. Hey, see, we got.
It was just
run,
circumstantial
Almost
that we haven't
doesn't
hung
count.
out.
yeah, we got to run with some of those stories when me and you work together. 'Cause you
Yeah,
know,
we
Okay,
worked
okay.
together.
But
was-
see,
it was
here's my
so
thing
much
about
fun.
that though, because I don't want to be jumping all over the place. When it comes to the dating coworkers, for me, I would never date a coworker,
But he would smash one.
but I would potentially, entertain them for a couple nights,
Yes or no?
potentially.
So for me,
Potentially.
That's
Because
worse.
to me it was like, if you're just upfront with them about it and you're like,
It's
I
never
think
gonna be
dating
that
might
simple.
be a bad
though.
idea, but if you hungry, maybe we go find a bite to eat, and afterwards we could.
So I would only agree with that if you worked in the same building, but not necessarily the same job. So just say if you worked.
No.
in a
See,
mall,
no. I'm talking same. This is the coworker.
No.
They
I
work
feel like
in
later
the
on
next
in life I
whatever
could.
over. Later on in life, you
Right
would?
now, on the come up, I wouldn't want that distraction in the workplace. But I could see later on when I'm settled in my career, somebody new comes up the stairs, and I'm like,
Hold up.
Huh.
So quick question:
It
would you
could
be the
happen.
boss that takes advantage of the new person, or the new person that takes advantage of the boss?
I don't know. Either way, it's consensual.
I like that.
I mean, it doesn't. I'm saying when it gets to that point, obviously.
Interesting. Okay.
Either way, if it's consensual.
But not now. Not on the come up. I don't need that distraction. It'll automatically be drama.
Really? I don't know. I just feel like if you.
It's just too much mess. For me.
Yeah, I guess, but I also
Hey,
feel like you
Reese
could
wants a
maybe do
bottle
it
opener.
right. I don't. It's one up in that right there.
Here,
Nope,
baby, I
other
can
one.
use my
One to the.
hands. Here.
Oh,
She's
see,
sipping.
yeah, there you go, right there.
She's
But,
sipping. He's sipping.
What's the next? Oh, my next one, and this one was more. Shout out to my moms because she told me a crazy
Hi,
story
mommy.
about this.
Shout out to moms.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hold up, Bria. Shut your parents. Bria, where's
Come
the
on.
nigga we made speech?
Man, she ain't got
I
no
need
shout
Bria to be
out.
hyped, man.
ain't
She
did
graduating
nothing. She
tomorrow.
graduating
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, there we go.
Doing what you do.
There we go.
Oh, y'all need to see Bria nails too. She got them yellow.
Oh, yeah, man,
You know,
look.
them
Bria-
Ooh,
Bria-
I didn't think about
Check it out.
that.
Check it out. Check it out. You got the
There
toes
we go.
done.
Look, man. Bria ready.
Me too.
She went into the interview with them nails too.
I did. I was a
wasn't
little
playing.
nervous about that. I'm like, ooh, they might not be interested in me with these nails. I'm trying to hide them.
You just gotta do what you gotta do. But the other thing I want to talk to y'all about is potlucks at work.
Potlucks
Because
I
as
don't
y'all
trust
know,
them.
with white coworkers.
there are certain races of coworkers who may have paler skin than others who do not season their food.
I I could
Man.
say like seasoning food, but what about a clean kitchen?
Yo, and that's where I was going next.
God.
That's why I
Ooh.
love these kind of
A clean
topics.
kitchen comes first. And
Yes,
then
it
the
does.
seasoning of the food.
Yes. Let me tell you a story about, well,
No story time.
Okay, so my rule of
Yeah,
thumb,
I
I won't
keep
eat anything unless if it's store bought, I'll eat it.
yes.
If it's
yes.
homemade, I won't.
That is
touch
the
it.
potluck
I don't
rule.
trust it.
Are you
If you
serious?
make it,
Yeah.
nope, can't do it.
You know, if I've been
And if
to
it's
your house-
individually wrapped, that's even better.
Oh, no,
I
see,
do it.
nope. Not,
No.
If
I got to
I
be there
make
when
it
you make it,
out.
if anything.
Mm-mm.
I don't care if your house is
I don't
clean
want
as hell.
homemade anything.
Because to me, it's like, let's say you do make it
That
that day.
defeats
and
the
I'm not
purpose of a
there.
potluck, though, because you're supposed to, prepare food.
Yeah, but I
mean, it's
feel
not like
like-
you're supposed to go buy it because
I
if I'm
feel
saying
like
I'm gonna
in
make
2017,
dessert,
Well, my
you
coworkers
should
don't cook.
know.
They're
Yeah.
white women. They don't cook.
Yeah, like you should know. When we
So
say
most of the
potluck,
I mean, they
It's
should be baking
store-bought.
pies, though. Come on.
I don't know
All the
why.
white women
Are
love
you
They're,
baking
eating-
they're
are
pies.
you eating
California
a pie that
teachers.
they
I don't
bake?
know why.
I
They
would,
don't
dude.
cook.
Hold up.
No, I'm not
Hey,
eating
hold up.
anything homemade.
Hey, so I got this
If it's
wild
foil, I'm not
theory.
eating
I got
it.
this wild theory.
Okay, go ahead.
White people are better at making pastries.
Nope. No.
Lies.
hold on,
No.
hold on.
No.
Hold up,
No.
hold up,
No.
hold
Let me
no.
tell you the difference.
No,
Hold up,
nigga.
hold up.
There's
No.
no
What is with you with all
cake
these hot
like
takes
a
today?
cake
Let me
made by a
finish.
black woman. It's soft. It's delicious.
come on.
What
It
do
melts
you?
in your mouth, nigga.
It's complete
You wild.
difference.
Time
White
out.
people can't
You
do
didn't
peach
even hear me.
cobbler.
No, they
You
can't.
didn't even hear. Oh, I
White
agree
people don't
with
do
that.
sweet
I agree
potato
with that.
pie. They
I
do
agree with
pumpkin pie. Pumpkin
do.
pie, nigga.
Hold up.
Nasty
How
ass
dare
pumpkin
you?
pie.
Hold up.
How
Y'all
dare
didn't even
you?
let me finish.
With Cool Whip on
Y'all
top.
didn't even let me finish.
Okay.
White people in general that I've tasted outside of my family members, the white people have had better desserts.
What
while
they
the
do, a
black
Danish?
People, hold up.
Is this
While
nigga
the,
out of
A
his-
Danish?
hold up. While the black people
Filled
have
with
had
raspberry?
better
Nigga had a
food.
bear claw.
No, come on. I had my first apple fritter when I got out here.
But go ahead,
Apple fritter.
reiterate that crazy
Okay.
statement, and then tell them your Twitter so
So-
where they can find you.
White people make better pastries.
He leaned
Black
into the
Lies.
mic too.
Black
man.
people make better everything else.
You are out of your
Lies.
mind,
Dude.
You are out of
Okay,
dude.
so
Until
explain
you had-
explain their peach cobbler, peach
Please.
pie.
Hey,
Explain it, please.
I don't eat peach cobbler.
Nigga, how you?
It's okay.
Nigga,
It's okay.
But apple pie.
You said you don't eat peach cobbler.
No. I said
Bust
I
him
haven't
out,
eaten
Trey.
peach
Beyonce's
cobbler. No, hold
checking
on.
it right
I said I
now,
haven't
right
eaten
now.
peach cobbler from a white person before, but I've had apple pie.
okay.
But they can't do peach cobbler.
So
That's
hold
the
up, how
point.
many apple pies from white people have you had?
Okay, white people have apple pie.
About 3.
We can't
No,
get apple
no.
pie. White people have apple pie.
pie, they have it, and it's
So-
like
They
cakes,
have apple
they
So
have
what's
it.
the other pastry? Because you said pastry.
So-
Sweet
okay.
potato pie.
No,
Nigga,
no,
that
not
a
sweet
pastry?
potato
Can't
pie.
make no
Not
sweet
sweet
potato
potato
pie.
pie.
I know they
Pumpkin
can't, but I'm
pie.
saying does that count? Oh,
Um,
do you like pumpkin pie?
No, I don't like sweet potato.
This
or
nigga
pumpkin
had
pie.
one little
But no,
rhubarb.
hold up, time out.
One
I
little
got
lemon
you.
Cherry
bar.
pie.
Right,
No.
man.
Blueberry
Cookies, because
White people make better cookies than black people.
man,
Get the hell out of here. I can't with this nigga. Are you for?
dude, the Pillsbury Doughboy is white. He
my
make
gosh.
all of these cookies. He make all of them.
Okay,
I
so
don't
to
eat
me,
Pillsbury
that's the
Doughboy.
comparison of like a store bought cookie
Yeah,
when they're
man.
already
I thought we
made,
talking
or baking a fresh
homemade,
cookie.
bruh.
Homemade still, because black people aren't represented.
I'm
well
not buying
in the
it.
food
I'm not
culture
buying it.
anyway.
This
I'm
nigga
not
really
buying
think
it.
white people get
No,
down
hold
in the
up.
kitchen.
I'm not
hold
buying
up.
it.
So outside of Aunt Jemima,
Ain't
how
your
many-
mama.
how many black,
Mama.
really?
Bruh,
I mean, how many black food
I am.
food brands are there? Seriously.
It don't. Why does that matter?
Is Aunt Your Mama
We
a
make
black
it-
food
we
brand?
making
I
it
don't
from
think that's a black
scratch.
food brand.
Why does that
Hey,
matter?
what got a black woman as his face?
As his mascot.
We
is what
don't
you about to
make
say.
the ingredients, but we know how to put them
Come
together
on,
better.
Man. This is crazy.
We can cook. Black people can cook.
This man Kyle believes that
Hey.
white people make better pastries and
Pastries.
desserts than black people.
No, hold up. It was my caveat. Black people make everything better else.
All right, let's move on from this because this is making my
It's not.
blood
Not buying
boil.
it.
It's
Look,
not.
I got
Hold
two
up.
more
Tim,
things
you
I
don't
want
even
to
have
hit
white
about working.
friends. So how would
You know
you
what's
know?
funny? I do have a white friend, but I haven't eaten his food. I thought, and he hit me up and let me know. Shout out to Sean Burke because he hit me up and let me know. He said he let me know that we are friends, and I told him the only reason I don't claim him as that is because I don't really hit him up as much, and that's my fault. But he is my one white friend, so I guess I'm that one white guy who got
Exactly.
one black friend.
You that one black dude that got one white friend.
That's crazy. I guess so. But shout out to Sean, man.
So do you
Big
be
him
using
up.
that C word?
What? Oh, cracker? Oh, man, crack ass.
Come
crack.
on.
Come on now.
Chill.
Come on, of course. Uncle Charlie, crack all that, man.
I don't
Why
have any
not?
white friends either.
Yeah,
But
So,
it's just
hold on,
coincidental.
It's hard to keep white friends.
And so
Keeping
y'all
white
see how
friends
that-
is harder than keeping a girlfriend.
It's not.
I don't have
it's not.
any.
It's
What?
not at all.
Keep-
It is.
I don't think so
No.
either.
I just
It's
never
so
really
much-
had it.
Hold up.
Keeping white friends is definitely harder than
It's
keeping
not.
a girlfriend.
I
One
swear
of
it's
my
not.
white friends told told me to basically get over the Michael Brown situation.
She wasn't your friend. She wasn't your friend.
She wasn't. How you gonna tell her what her friend was?
Because if your friend is telling you not to care about an issue that cares to you, she's not your friend.
For me, I just haven't met a lot of white people. Like in school, naturally, I gravitated towards the other black girls. So it's just never happened. I never got close with a white friend.
But see, when you're a little black girl, it's different because it's like, oh, barrettes. See?
But I mean, I only have 5 friends, and they just happen to be black.
Why you make that face? You didn't like that?
One of my first best friends was white. And
nigga, that's your problem.
No, it's not a problem at all. But I wasn't a problem having white friends.
Okay, Kyle, do you let him say the N-word?
Huh?
Do you let him say the N-word?
No, I don't let.
Okay,
I don't let any non-minority.
But wait, is he from the West Side or is he?
But hold up,
he's from the
Where's
South.
he from?
I got a serious question. Even though Ariana trying to be funny, that was funny. But I got a serious question for you. What happens when it's like black stuff? Like, did you ever like?
So with my white friends, it was strictly like video games. It was strictly like like no, hold on. So it was because we were kids, and so race wasn't really
y'all friends
a
on
topic
Xbox
like
Live.
that. No, we wasn't. And so as far as riding bikes around the neighborhood, chilling, talking about superheroes and stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't no black issues like, hey, I'm black, you black. I mean, you white. It was nothing like that. I think that stuff, got into us as we got older and we started seeing things for what they really were. But as kids, everybody I feel is innocent. So we're talking about different stuff like video games, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblades, stuff like that.
I don't know. For me, there's a big difference. Like, we just connect on more things. Like, I connected with, like, my black girlfriends over, like, hair. Like, mom doing my hair, I'm getting my hair done. Like, things like that. Like, double dutch.
I mean, that's not to take the fact that I
probably
didn't
wouldn't
have...
connect with a white girl on.
I mean, but it's not like you have to connect on everything because they bring different experiences.
But I'm just saying, as a child, that's the kind of stuff.
No, because I feel when I'm a kid, I just care about, oh, you like me? Cool. That's what it matters when I'm a kid.
Yeah, but they can still like you without necessarily.
No, I'm saying you like me as in we are of the same likeness of some sort.
Well, I think that's bad being in a vacuum of people who only think like you or have your same experiences. You have to.
And it's not even that you're doing it on purpose. Like, you're just more comfortable and you gravitate.
We have the same experiences.
So. Yeah. Okay. And so just because you're white doesn't mean that you have different experiences. The people that grew up around me.
About your experiences.
No, because as kids you aren't talking about experiences because the white people I grew up around, when our lights was off, some of their lights were off. And so it's kind of the same thing,
You had that experience?
Yeah.
It's not even that. But it's like, it's not even that. It's the fact that, like, that's what, like, I guess y'all bonded over. Like, that's what
No, I'm not saying we bonded over we bonded over video games. We bonded over that. But it wasn't ever like, hey, I'm necessarily in a higher position than you are because we were just, we chilling. And we kids, so the whole race, like, the whole nigga thing, I didn't get that as a kid from my white friends.
Oh, dang. All right, well, let's move on, Kyle.
Yeah.
Before we big up the white man too much on this podcast.
I'm just saying.
My one of this is one of the other things. I don't know if y'all had other things y'all wanted to bring about the workplace. I'm over here going. Did y'all have stuff? Before I get to one of mine.
I have a question. So, do you guys like what you're doing now?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, we'll let Bria go. Go ahead, Sister
Well,
Bree.
for one, we don't have. Okay,
is there any way we can describe what you do without giving away your employer? Because maybe it gives people a little background.
I work with autistic kids.
Okay, there we go.
Oh wait, what do you do with autistic kids? Because
it's just
ABA therapy.
The Jamaicans are bonding.
Too.
There we go. Look,
How do you like it?
I love it too. It's ABA. I like working with the kids. It's just that the company at the moment, we don't have a supervisor.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
It sounds like my company.
Much better.
It's a mess.
We don't. Yeah, a real mess. We don't have a supervisor to update the cases or whatever.
Yep.
And that you need
and it makes it super awkward going into the mom's house, and I'm doing the same programs for about 2 years.
Yeah, see, I only go to.
You don't know how uncomfortable that feels.
Twice a week.
When you know your son isn't making progress, how can I tell you? Because the supervisor hasn't updated the work.
Right.
That's super, super awkward.
That actually kind of sounds like stealing. Are they just...
High key, it's all about money. It's all about money. Their bottom line is the dollar, for real. Like, they're not concerned about your hours. We get a little piece of what the insurance companies are paying them thousands for.
Wow.
And then they hype you up. Oh, you're such a great therapist, yada, yada, yada. This is possible things you can do in this company. Oh, we want you to stay, follow the yellow brick road to a promotion, etc., etc.
How come y'all not snitching? Because this sounds a lot like corruption.
It really
does.
Well,
in my job, if you snitch, you just snitch.
I don't even know where I would snitch to. I really don't know who to snitch to. Because it's the supervisors who are doing this crap. They overlap your sessions. I'm maybe getting a little too detailed, but then they write an hour before they were there. So she was only there for 1 hour, but she writes 2 hours.
Oh, that's
and she's done this a couple of times.
That's
And that's hours allotted to each case.
Yeah.
So
I make the
technically,
schedules, and I see people like I'm there when you get there.
Yeah.
But when I go back into the system, you put that you got
they
there.
sign in and sign
minutes.
out
That
on
is
purpose. And this is the
insane.
supervisors doing that. So me, under them, what am I going to do? I
wild.
can't get past that level. So, I mean, I don't know if there's anything one person necessarily could do.
Damn.
That is.
yeah,
But
that's
some of
crazy.
them are really shady. Some of these ABA companies are really
Okay.
shady. But, I mean, low key, and compared to other jobs, they pay a little bit more. Usually starting at like 16 and change.
Oh, see, that's yours.
What's yours start at?
They keep changing it. They go by like, if you have a degree, then you get a little bit more of this.
What's
And
this
then,
entry level without a degree? Because that's me.
as of right now?
Yeah.
I think it's between 16 and 18. But
that's
they
okay.
didn't bump nobody up that was there before that. So people were starting at 13.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
while he was
Oh,
coming
yeah.
after them,
This
he
is
started
shady
at
business.
18.
This is
Whoa.
shady.
The 16 to
That's
18
shady.
is
That's
usual.
definitely shady.
That's what we're doing.
But they was
that's
even
wrong.
13
But
before and got
what they
16.
tell us
they
is
got on.
that the people that are paying, like the companies that are paying more, is that they'll probably go out of business quicker, or that the insurance.
that's
I'm just
bullshit.
Like, you know what?
Yeah,
Because
that
it's
ain't
so
fair.
hard
That's
for these
bad.
kids to lose their services. That's bullshit.
Yeah, and a lot of times
is
they just opt out
crazy.
anyway. Like a lot of the kids
I
just
can't believe
take
y'all
That's
going through
crazy.
that.
I have to ask you more off air. That's so interesting
No
because
wonder
I have
y'all
so
got
many
like 14
complaints about my
jobs.
own ABA company. I just like raise my eyebrows like at some of the stuff they do because I
Not-
know
now,
it's not right.
I don't want to cut you off, but I want to kind of shift from this because this
Okay.
is because
Where
I
we
don't
going?
want
Where we
nobody
going?
to like snitch on you. No, I want to answer. I want everybody else to answer your question. I just don't because we kind of negging them a lot right now, and they sound like they deserve it, but I don't want them to feel like we picking on them or whatever. I know y'all
I
don't
kind of
care,
am.
but
I mean, from the
hey.
inside, you like see different things.
that's crazy. But you're asking me if I like what I do now.
Yes.
And that was something I was gonna bring up. Niggas with no jobs, right?
Hey, we in
Niggas
this house.
with no jobs.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna help y'all out. Pro tip: city jobs, government jobs. Don't go to the mall. Don't go to the grocery store.
Niggas don't want to take a test for a job though.
And well,
On the highest of
look,
keys, they usually don't.
Look,
Do you have to take a test to be a garbage man?
yes,
Probably.
you do.
Yeah.
But
I'm
but
sure
it's
You have to take a test for
but-
city jobs,
but
most city
it's-
and state
it's-
jobs.
It's not hard.
I had to take a test for
They
my
make
job.
money, though.
They do.
Right.
Look, your local
Right.
Yeah, they
garbage
definitely
man
do make
is
money.
bringing in the bag. Okay, He's
Yeah, your
bringing it
teachers
in.
testing, your
Trust-
aides
Literally, he's bringing
testing,
it
your
back.
cafeteria workers testing,
But I want to say that
all those
because
jobs.
just a couple, when I was with him at the mall a couple weeks ago, I'm not gonna say this person's name, but this person was at the mall and he's my age looking for a job. We graduated together, and I'm telling him like, "Yo, why are you here looking for a job like you 18, 19? When you need to be looking at the city, you need to be looking at whatever your local."
I feel like a lot of people don't want to
everything
put in the
is.
extra effort.
Huh? I'll tell you off the podcast. Off the
Hey, but Tim,
podcast.
don't you have a friend without a job right now? And
Who?
he's had a job for his entire life.
But he's been in school.
Who's this?
Nobody that we can
he's
speak
been in
about
school.
because you like blowing up the spot.
Nah, but you know what? I'm actually gonna big him up real fast because he's also graduating. All the graduates, man. Shout out to y'all. This is graduation season.
All of the
Hey.
graduates.
All
yeah.
of y'all.
Hey,
Shout out to
Layla.
all
Hey,
y'all.
Sydney.
Shout out to Layla. Shout out to Ernest. That's what we were talking about. Ernest
Shout out
is
to
fuck-
Sydney.
He's
She's
graduating.
graduating.
Sydney's graduating. Everybody graduating. This is a big fucking
I'm so happy.
Deal.
Shout out to
Tuskegee
Lala.
graduated a couple weeks ago. Shout out.
Yeah,
to
like-
Shout out to Blake.
Oh, yeah. Shout
Oh
out to
yeah,
Blake.
shout out to B, definitely. But everybody, because everybody at this table has either been in college, they're in college, they finished college. We know what it's like
Knew
to
the
do it.
struggle.
Yes,
Come on,
so
man.
like the fact that you
Struggle?
kept
What
it
struggle?
going,
I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
stop,
I'm
Mr.
kidding.
it's amazing.
Procrastination.
So shout out to all the graduates. We really like y'all here. All
The
of y'all,
C's get
y'all are more than welcome.
degrees.
Come on, exactly.
Hey,
Hey,
C's get
I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you cheat your way through college.
Man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Right.
Right.
Right. Cheat then repeat, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Then repeat.
That is true.
Heard it here first.
And
Right.
Teamwork makes the dream
That
work.
is
Y'all
true.
better not
All
be
that.
stingy with those answers. Help each
All
other
that.
out.
All
Right.
Nigga.
all the graduates, man. Shout out to y'all. It's a big deal. But like I was saying, city jobs, government jobs. Make sure y'all look at that. But yes, I really like the job I have, and I preach this job like it's the gospel to niggas that are looking for work because.
McDonald's.
Yes, I preach it like
Nigga.
it's the gospel because.
And
I want
another
niggas
tip,
to apply.
honestly, don't sleep on the school district because the school
No,
district low key
apply for your
pays.
school
It
district.
pays a good wage, but you have to
Yes.
go through the testing
Hold up, hold up.
and the
We don't need
panel
everybody-
interview.
We don't need everybody going to apply for these school jobs. You handling kids. Come on.
I
now.
mean, yeah, but we
I mean,
just,
not everybody,
well, you
but
still have to go through a background
don't sleep
check.
on it, you know?
Off loans.
Yes, man. Exactly. Like you gotta You gotta.
And they
work
usually pay
somewhere.
a little bit higher than like your typical retail
not
service
a little higher.
industry.
They pay.
Yeah,
A lot
higher.
better.
A lot is a stretch. I'm living off of it. A lot is a stretch.
It's a
but
lot
little,
better. Minimum wage is
higher.
$9.50. The school district is
I understand, but also it accounts for a whole bunch of different stuff. You only work 180 school days out of 365 years. So it accounts for different stuff. So it's not exactly what you think.
Yeah.
Because you're working a school day, so it's a little different. So the wage may be higher, but the time may not equal out.
So I do have a quick question.
Go ahead.
And yes, I do like my job. We cool.
That's good.
But anywho, have y'all ever been fired from a job, or do y'all just quit?
No, I quit. I'm notorious for quitting. I've quit within a week's notice.
My
I quit
father
the
got
day
2
of.
jobs. I don't need to work. My father got 2
I have
jobs.
a story
quitting.
that I'm actually gonna tell about me and Ariane later. But
Did y'all get
We're
both fired
quitters.
from the
I
same
quit.
spot? Or did
Nah,
y'all
nah,
We
quit at
both
the
quit the
time?
same spot within a week.
I'll tell you the story, but have I been fired? Yes, actually. I take that back. I sure have been. I was fired from my first job. Ariane also had this
Do you
job
want to name
too.
this employee?
And I'm actually gonna name him.
What was your first job?
Merits Research.
You were fired?
I was fired
I
from
thought you
Merits
quit.
Research. No,
Huh.
no, because
I didn't
I
know.
was doing homework while I was supposed to be conducting the calls, and I made a mistake and called a woman. Instead of saying yes, ma'am, I said, "Oh yeah, yes, sir." And she
Wow,
was
you
like-
got fired for that?
And well, the reason I got fired is because she ain't like it, and we had a little back and forth, and she was like, "Why'd you just call me sir?" And I, tried to be me. Oh no, I didn't. What you mean? I just heard you call me sir. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was a man. And she was like, no, because you said yes, ma'am, the other question. I don't appreciate that. And so I
Damn,
was
she
stuck.
on your line.
So I'm like, you know what? You right. My bad. And she hung up. Supervisors got a hold of the footage. That was it.
Hold up, so they were
Right.
just listening in on you?
Yeah,
They record every call, and then
But
they
no, hold up, but did they listen to every call? Like, are
Yes.
they
not live. No, not
No,
live.
not live, but they would
But they
review
listened to
every
the
call for,
recorded calls.
quality assurance and all
Yeah.
that. So it was just, it was a bad look, but it worked out. But yeah, that's, yeah.
The one that my friend.
Yeah, she also, we was working at the same time.
Alright.
Yes. But yeah, that's the one. And I actually got fired from a Sunday gig too, but that was more like they was going in
you
a
got
different
fired on
direction.
this Sunday?
Nah, because I don't know if people know, but I'm a musician, so I've had a lot of Sunday gigs. So the best one I had, I was gigging
Talking about
on
doing the
Sundays.
drums?
Was playing the drums over there. And they ended up, kind of going in a new direction because they was moving to a new church and they was trying to budget. And they decided that the music was the thing they was going to really budget. And they could no longer afford my services on Sundays. And they was like, see you later, Nick. And that was it.
But it was a shame because Tim was only charging $3 an hour.
Damn, fired
And it-
from a church.
You know what?
Who
I'm
gets
actually
fired
going to
from
flex
church?
real quick because this is actually the most I've ever made on like 2
One day?
hours, 3 hours worth of work. I was making $150 a Sunday
Whoa.
That's pretty good.
for
Yeah,
literally
that is good.
2 hours worth of work. This wasn't no like church where you go in and they sing 1,000 songs.
This
3 songs tops. Get a little,
What?
little something for offering. Get
Was
a
you at
little
a white
offering
church?
song. Nah, man, black church. But this was more of a church. And actually, I want to shout them out because I don't know what they're doing now. But they was a really cool church. It was called PFBC.
Where is it located?
Richmond. I
Okay.
think Pastor Coleman's still over there, but it was a cool little church and everything like that. But they just, they like I said, they were like transitioning and everything. But it was a really like on schedule church.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, man, it was good money. It was good money. I was
What's
living
up?
for a minute.
Bria, have you
But
ever
yeah,
been
go ahead,
fired?
Bria.
I've never been fired. I only quit.
Right.
Hey, that's what's up.
I've
Kyle?
never been fired either.
No, I've never been fired. The only jobs I've had is work study and my current job now. So
Aw,
didn't
you're a
get
baby.
you're
That's
a baby.
cute. That's cute.
So let me run through this
I should
story.
forward you my resume.
First of all, hold on. Let me. You mind if I tell our PEI stories?
Yes, we have some good stories.
Yeah,
we
man. I
worked
don't know if y'all
together
have any
for a
story
minute.
time.
And it was in an office. They
so
trusted a nigga. Gave
let's
you
start-
dual screen.
Let's start.
Oh
at
my
the
God.
beginning. So I ended up getting a gig, and I'm gonna big them up too. Private Eyes Incorporated.
Hey, shout out to
Walnut
you.
Creek. I
Fuck
ended up getting
Anita
a gig,
Riggs.
right? Getting a gig over there. So I got in working 40 hours a week. So my sister, she looking for a job too. So I'm like, all right, let me get my sister
It
in.
was clutch.
So Ariane in, right? We both working, but we working.
And
in
of
different
course, they loved
departments.
me.
Yeah, she was a hard worker, all that, Jamaican. So,
And
Bria.
this was a really good company. Let me set
Yeah.
the scene. It's downtown Walnut Creek.
Yeah, it was
nice
fake
office. You get a cubicle, dual screens, your nice chair that swivels around. They keep the break room stocked.
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
nice,
Now,
nice.
hold
office.
up though. Before we get to the break, because I'm going there. The break
Nice
room wasn't
office.
always stocked. It used to be where you have to bring your own food, but
But
then
it
they
was a
start
nice, it was a
providing
nice
snacks.
setting.
But yeah, nice.
It was
little
really
setting.
nice.
So they're
You would
trying
think
to...
we're making like $15.
Yeah, oh, yeah. So,
You'd be surprised.
Should we tell what the...
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
So we was making, I think, 11?
I was making $10.50.
Yeah, we'll say 10. We was making $10.50 an hour. Right?
So mind you, as we're making friends with coworkers, and just gradually we're talking about things
Another
we want to
reason
do.
why I don't want to make friends with coworkers.
Things we want to do for a career. Like I was applying for different jobs while I was at that job.
Yep.
So I'm asking. I don't know how I came up to this conversation, but I'm asking my coworker. So how much do you make?
Now hold up before you reveal this. So like I said, we're in different departments.
Different
so I'm back
departments,
there
true.
with my crew, and we back there working. We oh man, doing the overtime, all that. So the checks we getting is nice because at the time this is some of the most money we've ever made because this is our first like real full time gig. So we hustling, working.
Right,
working,
I'm excited to work 40 hours a week for
like,
$10.
And we brother and sister, so we be on the phone calling each other, talking about people in the office, doing this, doing that.
Right.
You know,
it was a dream. It was a dream. It really was.
So check it out.
So was that the wrong move?
Look, no, that wasn't. But
I mean, it all started when I asked my coworker how much
this
she
is
made.
where it all went
So my
downhill.
coworker made
What up, Uncle Daniel? What's going on?
$15 in change and started off at $13. Mind you, this coworker is a little older, I would guess mid to late 20s. So I mean, it kind of makes sense, but this coworker doesn't have a degree either.
Now let's backtrack. So we're all doing the same job, all
Same
being
work.
required to do the same amount of work.
Because those are coworkers that were on our same level.
Yeah, and she found out that basically, this girl was making $3 more than us. So I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Without a degree.
Let me start asking
because that
around.
would make a difference.
Everybody got the same
What
qualifications.
color was she?
I was just about to say.
You
There
can
was
guess.
a couple of them. There was a black girl. There was
Yeah,
a Latino.
but
Because
it was-
once I
okay,
found
it
one
varied.
out, then I started
I
asking
was just
around.
making sure it was no white.
But
privilege.
the first one she asked was white.
We definitely started out at the lowest, and I don't know
Yes.
because we were
And-
We were hired more
So, yeah.
recently.
I mean, were y'all
But hold
temps or
up.
were y'all?
No, we was full.
We were full-time.
Nigga, full time.
He literally said, "All I can offer is $10.50."
Yeah,
and I'm thinking, "Oh shit,
no,
whoa, I
that's
really
not
got
that
something."
oh, yeah, 'cause
I
y'all
came from
just
$8
jobs,
before
yeah.
that, so I was juiced.
Now let's hold up. Uncle Dan said you gotta diversify your bonds. But now let's get to the meat and potatoes of the story. All right. So look, Ariana tell me, yeah, man, homegirl making 13. I'm like, ain't no way in hell she making 13.
So we both start asking around.
So I start asking around. There's niggas in my department making like 17.
Whoa.
And I'm like, whoa.
For the same amount of
Yeah,
work,
same
they
amount
give
of
you
work.
a list of what they want you to do, the
What?
same amount.
So this is what pissed me off. Ariana went and asked old girl, and she happened to be black, hey, how much you make? And she told Ariana, and Ariana was like, oh my gosh. And I'm kind of like, wow. So she asked Ariana, how much you make? And Ariana tells her, and her reply was, girl, that's it. That's on you. And I'm like, oh no. So they getting over.
Yeah.
So mind you, we're
I think
finding
they saw us
out.
coming. They saw us coming.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Naive.
Man, look.
Not a lot of
So
experience
know
on our
anything,
resume. They saw us
yeah.
coming.
So mind you, we're finding out. And so then I ended up getting moved into her department.
And this isn't a company that's struggling, mind
Yeah,
you.
no,
They're
no,
paying
no,
the
so
rent
they got
in a
money.
nice office suite
Yeah.
in Walnut Creek.
Wow.
And they've
Look.
since then moved to downtown Walnut
The
Creek.
CEO
This isn't a broke
was
company.
flexing. The CEO, and I think she
She lived
married?
in San Ramon,
Yeah,
married,
no,
So she was
kids.
balling. She was
They're
really
making
balling.
money
Oh,
on
Uncle
what
Daniel
they're
want to know
doing.
what job this was again. We were like customer
Employment
service
verification.
reps. Yeah, we was doing background checks.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So when
Companies
we found
hire
out,
Hold on, so
them
were
to
y'all
run the
snitches?
background checks.
no.
I mean, essentially.
that wasn't no, that wasn't our job.
Because
Hey, Tim, you was
if something
snitching.
criminal pops up on your
Hold
record,
on.
you have to forward it to the crimes department.
Exactly. So Tim,
Forward
you
it.
got your
Hold up,
snitches.
nigga.
Look, and then they further investigate and they report it to the
Hold on,
company.
hold on.
hold on, hold on.
So essentially,
Hold on. Let me lean into the mic when I say this.
I mean, come on, I'm
Let
young.
me lean
Who's not
into the mic.
snitching for $10?
Let me lean into the mic.
Wow.
Point.
I want to hear this.
It was not snitching because I was forwarding the information to the
But
Right.
you did it.
The crims
That's
further
still
investigated.
snitching.
But it ain't snitching also because I wasn't offering up unsolicited information. The information was solicited.
If it pops up in
They
the
were
background.
asking for us to find that ain't me out here
So
snitching.
you out here snitching for a paycheck, though.
High key.
You
I'm
out
the
here
highest of
snitching
keys.
for a
I
paycheck.
really
hold
am.
up.
For a paycheck.
So hold up, but
really
but
am.
honestly, our job was more along the lines of go and verify that they graduated from this college. Go and
Education,
verify that they actually worked at this
professional
job.
licenses,
Oh, by the way,
professional
all
references.
you niggas that's putting down fake
Right.
education
Do not
and
put
fake.
fake
Stop it.
information
They know.
on your application because
They
more than likely
know.
they'll check it, they'll call the
Yeah.
person, and they won't have any
Come on.
record of you.
You
And then
over
we're
here
asking
talking about-
questions, and then we have to call you,
Yeah.
and then you have to lie,
Yeah,
and then we have to
nigga.
say it's not verified.
Come on, man.
And you don't get the job.
You
don't.
over here telling
It's
niggas,
embarrassing.
That's just how it goes.
I worked at Burger King for 5 years.
We
They called
actually
Burger
check
King.
with Burger
Yeah,
working.
Come on, man. You gotta stop lying on your
We can't send it in until we
application.
check with this person.
Hey, so time out. So did y'all call references as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a whole questionnaire. You had to type in.
That's why I get so upset now when people put me as the reference. Because like, nigga, tell me.
They have a list of questions to ask every reference, and they record the answers and they send it in.
But let's get to the let's go on. So me and Ariana been working there for a few months, and we sick of it because now what they're doing is they're cracking down.
No, yeah, they're requiring more and more.
Mind you, the CEO is flexing, and I mean she flexing.
Like
she flexing that cash. She new car, new this, new that, flexing. Oh, we're gonna get a new office. We're gonna get new computers. Mind you, me and Ariel like, nigga, we making $10.50.
Yeah.
So we need a new paycheck.
No.
So they going and they doing all this. Ariana decide. Hold up, what's going on? What you need?
If y'all gonna talk back away from the mic with y'all loud asses.
Sorry, I'm telling her about the wine. Go ahead. Continue.
So mind you, Ariana's she was kind of the first one, and she was like, you know what, man, bump this. I'm done. I'm gonna start applying.
You know when you mentally check out from a job?
Oh yeah, so this
you know the moment.
Yeah.
When you stop caring.
Yeah. So me and Ariana had decided after, because then we went and got a raise. You know, so that's what we had to do. I had to go and write the supervisor a letter like, look, I've been here over 90 days. I found out these niggas is making this. I need to at least be making this.
Yeah.
So she gave me a little something to, shut me up, but it wasn't enough because everybody was still making more.
I think I got like 50 cents.
Yeah, it was like $1.
Because after your 90 review, you automatically are eligible for a raise.
And mind
so that was just standard practice.
Mind you, the supervisors, the CEOs, they flexing. IT managers just came through with a new chally. I'm still making $11.50. Nigga right here doing the same job next to me making $17.50.
This company was so cheap.
Look, bro.
They spent on what they wanted to spend on. It was a nice building, but they were so cheap when it came to paying their employees.
But
so quick question. Do you think it was because y'all were new hires and they had been there longer than they were paying them?
I think they took advantage of the fact that I was young and didn't have a lot of experience on my resume, so I kind of needed this job for the experience anyway. So I think they took advantage of me being young.
Yeah, I can just throw her anything.
For me, that's what I think.
I think it was more along because it wasn't like, oh, dude next to me was working here 7 years and was making that.
Yeah.
No. Nigga was here like 2 years. So how'd you jump from whatever you started?
But it's what you came in with on your resume, though.
So I think it was no. I think it was just that people came in and was like, oh, $10.50, hell no, give me this. And I didn't know that I could negotiate
and partly, I didn't know I could negotiate.
Because it was other people who came in new, and it was new, fresh off the street. I didn't know
nothing about
and they still made more than us, and we was there longer than them technically. It's just that at the beginning they knew, oh no, not gonna do it. I need more.
Okay,
that's what they would do. But so fast forward to a couple months, me and Ariana have decided, look, fuck this job, it's whack. All right, we don't want to do it. We're gonna look for new jobs. So they would basically tell you, you need to be making at least this many calls an hour to be considered productive
for it to look good.
So me and Ariel are like, all right, we're gonna crank all these calls out, but we just gonna chill and not do nothing after that. We just gonna sit around and do nothing and talk on the phone and
low key waste as much time on their dime as we could.
Yeah, so that's what we ended up doing. So Ariel, she went ahead and quit. She found her a new job.
I found a job. That's when I started with the school district, just a couple years ago. So.
Yeah. So mind you, now it's just me. Hey, what up, Miles? What's going on, bro? So mind you, it's just me, right? So now I'm here on my lonesome. No more Ariane. Ariane, chill out. No more Ariane, right? So now I'm in here finessing the system by myself. Marky had told me a couple weeks before, oh, go ahead and apply to where you work at now. Apply to where you work at now.
Which is McDonald's.
Yeah, apply to McDonald's. Some niggas is hiring. So I'm like, I bet. I'm going to do it. So I go. I do the application. I go to the interview. By the way, I'm using sick days and stuff to go to these interviews, do these applications.
Right.
Finally,
that was another thing.
I get a job. So I'm like, all right, bet. I can go in here and slam this little resignation on the supervisor's desk. And mind you, the supervisor that I had to go talk to was like, she was
a bee. Like, I really didn't like her.
And I really didn't want to call her that, but that's what she was.
She was
Aaron, you can say it to a woman.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to say the word.
Drop it.
She was a bitch.
My mom
It's that simple.
Drop it.
That's what she was, though. No, for real. That's what she was. So, mind you, I'm like, well, I can't wait. So I go in there. Hey, I'm leaving on Friday. Thank you for everything. She look at me and go, by the way, this is the beginning of my shift. So I'm basically telling her tomorrow's my last day, but she didn't understand. She said, oh, so you mean like 2 weeks Friday? I was like, no, tomorrow
Friday.
And she said, oh, you don't want to, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm tomorrow. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
At least you gave her notice, to be quite honest.
Yeah,
the way I quit was I literally came into work like it was a normal day. Like 2 hours into my shift, I was talking to my coworker. Yep. I'm really thinking about quitting, blah, blah. And she's talking to me, you know what? Then go ahead and quit then. And I'm like, oh, and it's about to be the weekend, so I want to be out.
Hey.
Yeah, tell her today. Yeah. So I go into the office, and I verbally tell her, so I don't want to work here anymore, and I'm going to be leaving today. And she tells me, so you need to write that in the letter of resignation. Yep. And I'm looking so stupid because I'm young and I didn't know that I needed a letter to say that I'm quitting.
Now, mind
it was so embarrassing.
This
I felt
is
like
one
a
of those
kid.
places where I didn't follow my own rules because I was starting to become friends with these coworkers. I'm still friends with some of them now on Facebook and talk to them and all that.
No friends with coworkers.
So mind you, I'm going around telling people, And by the way, we weren't the only ones quitting. It was people were seeing like, okay, they cracking down. They about to start having a dress code.
Like weeks after we left, we heard a lot more people leaving.
So they were about to start having a dress code like this was school or something?
And I'm making $10.50 an hour.
Wait a minute. They're moving. This is when they moved from Walnut Creek by Clayton Valley to Walnut Creek where John Muir is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Downtown Walnut Creek. Now that's a ritzy area. You have to have your people dressed business casual or more.
Yeah, that's
so I do understand that. They were in the process of shifting from one place to the other.
Yeah, well, shift
and
my paycheck.
Once you make it to downtown Walnut Creek,
that's all
nigga, you made it.
But okay, so mind you, everybody's jumping ship. So I'm going around telling people, tomorrow's my last day. I'm out of here. I ain't doing no work. I ain't doing nothing. And everybody's like, wow, you're leaving? Did you get another job? So, of course, I have another job. And by the way, that's a pro tip real quick. Don't quit your job until you have another job, please.
Yes, that's hustling backwards.
Please
and don't tell anyone you're looking.
Yeah, don't tell nobody you're looking. Just get your job first, then start talking your shit.
And so that's why you should not have friends as coworkers, because if you confide in them that you...
Boy, they will turn on you for a paycheck so fast.
Turn on you quick.
Oh, but so I'm going around telling everybody, look, I'm quitting. I'm sick of this, whatever. And everybody's like, oh, wow, why? It's such a great job, blah, blah, blah. Then I got to give them the rundown. Well, look, you make this. I've been making this. They want me to do this kind of work. You doing this same kind of work. You making way more. Then people start asking me, oh, so do you have another job? So I told myself to tell them how really fed up I am about this job. I'm going to tell them, nah, that I'd rather just be unemployed. And that's what I would go around telling, like, nah, I ain't got no other job. I'm just sit at home. I hate this place now.
Wow.
So I was going around, like, really laying it on thick.
So you was doing the Bow Wow challenge, but back.
Basically, yeah. And so one girl was telling me, wow, like, that's kind of stupid for you to do, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, this job
you just don't even know.
Come on. You see what I'm getting paid? So on my last day, I go in the next day. I ain't doing no work. I'm sitting there collecting free money. Homegirl that I already didn't like, who got promoted to a supervisor. This was, and the thing that made me upset about it was, I didn't like this girl. I had beef with her, and nobody in the office liked her. But somehow Ariana and her became best friends.
No, like, hold on, you talking about like besties or just chilling?
They would eat lunch together. Ariana would be over there telling my private business to her like they was friends. I'm like, bro, don't tell her nothing. I can't stand her white guts.
Hold on. And so did Ariana tell her your family nickname? Like, was she going that far?
Ariana was
what are you talking about?
When you became friends with old girl with the red hair. You
from
were best
what
friend
job?
from PEI.
Jen Courtney?
The one that, wait!
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot.
Either way, she ain't gonna listen.
She won't. She definitely won't.
But I was just like, I can't stand her.
Why not?
Like, because you know why not? Nobody at the office liked her. But like I said, Ariana was her friend. So on the last day,
she was the one real shit who was telling me like I need to get out of there. I can do better, and which I did. She was telling me to look. She was telling me I'm not making what I should be making.
And so she loves black women, but not black males?
Apparently not. So let me tell you what she did on my last day. So mind you, I've been sitting here with my feet up. Because like I said, the office was flexing. I'm getting free money. 15 minutes before I clock out, she sent me an email like, yeah, do you mind forwarding this to the Crims department? So mind you, I'm sitting here in my cubicle, her cubicle on the other side, but one over. So she can hear what I'm saying. So I type in, nah, bruh. And I send it. She goes, she start cracking up like, nah, bruh. That's funny. And I'm like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm out of here in 15 minutes. And she's like, oh, okay, I understand. And she sent it to the verifier next over. I walked out of that place and never looked back, man.
And so was you walking out like LeVar Ball?
She was really cool. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Still got the job. But see, that's the thing.
You used her as a reference?
No, but that's why you don't tell people you looking for a job, because when they call them,
don't tell them.
Yeah, you don't tell your current coworkers that you're looking for a new gig.
And so Tim, I do have a question.
Go ahead.
So since Marky technically got you that new job,
yes,
Is that why you let him say the N-word? Because he
Okay, so did you respond to that on his podcast?
No.
Oh.
I told him not to yet. The block was too hot.
The block is too hot? How?
The block was too hot. But no, that's not why. I already told you why I let people who aren't.
I was just playing.
I'm on my thing. Nah, but yeah, no, that was that. But there were plenty of. Hey, do you remember old girl with the big head that was going to school and was working there?
Did she have a pimple?
I need a name. Who are you talking about? I don't
Maricel.
Maricel. Nope.
Nah. I just wasted that name for no reason. Huh? Anyway, we need to talk about more things that Kyle and Bria can get involved with. But do y'all have any work stories, Bria? I know.
Any
Bria
workplace drama? Anything?
Yeah, I know you got some.
Come on.
When's the last time you had to spaz on a coworker?
Yeah, did you have any beef with a coworker?
I just leave notes.
You leave notes? That's so passive aggressive.
What you mean? Hold up.
That's it.
Hold up. What you mean?
Just leave the notes.
You just go.
Be real honest in what you should do.
Hi, your dress sucks.
No,
Whoa.
I mean like.
Okay, so what do you do about shitty supervisors though?
Hey man, that is actually something else I had on my list. You don't do anything.
With shitty supervisors?
If your supervisor is, especially if you ain't in a union, you don't do nothing. You sit there and take it because you ain't the only one with a bad.
So in
supervisor.
my field, it actually because I'm a classroom aide. So in my field, it actually benefits to say something about the teacher because they remove teachers quick, fast, and in a hurry if you don't have tenure. So it makes sense. If you want something done, you snitch on the teacher. They'll replace them really quick.
Yeah,
So
well, a lot of people.
I haven't, but I'm saying that's how it works.
A lot of
in the
people
school
don't have
district.
that luxury. Take it from someone who is working, and I'm in a union. Man, them supervisors.
In the school district, they'll get you out real quick. If anything can be a liability to them, they'll get you out. You'll be gone.
Well, that's kind of a different
Especially
thing,
if you're not tenured. You're not leaving.
Hey, Tim, didn't you have a top 3?
I did have a top 3. Y'all trying to get into that? All right, y'all ready?
What is it? I'm not
This one is
ready.
for Sister Bria because I know she can't participate.
All right.
That I can or I can't?
You can.
Are you sure?
Yes. All right. Now I need y'all
Watch
to
it be
think
something
hard.
crazy.
Okay?
I'm nervous.
I need y'all to think hard. It ain't crazy.
Okay.
All right.
Sister
Come on.
Bria.
Hit it. Come on.
Now, I feel like I'm going to have to explain this more, but what is y'all favorite kind of church service?
Woo! What?
Now, by
Explain.
church service, I mean it could be the Easter service, it could be the youth service, it could be just the maybe the praise and worship team.
Am I going to hell if I say
concert.
none?
Wow.
You can put that can be your top 3, but any type of service that maybe you've been to where it's like, oh, that's lit. I can't wait to go to that.
Okay.
Favorite type of
I got it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for me, the first one, it definitely has to be Mother's Day.
That's mine. There we go. There we go.
So,
Mother's Day service is always lit.
So Mother's Day
There you
service
go.
is
What's
always
the
lit.
difference?
No, hold up,
Because they do something for the mothers.
And then at my church they always served a special breakfast for the
Oh
mothers.
yeah, the Mother's Day brunch.
Yeah,
nigga.
at a little Mother's Day brunch. So they had the biscuits and gravy. They had all of that.
Yeah, bro, you right. All right, what's the next one?
The next one for me would have to be Christmas service. Because
go.
Christmas
What
service
is
was, Christmas service. It was a couple of times that Christmas fell on Sunday. So when you go to church,
that's tricky, though.
everybody has their,
I can't have Christmas service interfering with my football. But go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead, bro.
Wow. Well, when
ahead.
you don't have cable, you don't have to worry about football, huh?
With your black and white TV.
Exactly. You bragging about cable? Nah, I didn't even know.
Okay,
what that
so
was.
you have.
Okay, so I have Mother's Day. I have Christmas Day,
Alright.
and then I would have to do Easter just because.
I feel like you're all
love
going to
the
say
suits.
Easter.
You think so?
It
Black
ain't on
people
my
love
list.
Easter. I don't know why.
It's
And
not
as
on
a
mine.
kid-
Black people love Easter.
Because of the suit.
They love the
Yeah,
eggs.
I mean,
They
the
put the
suits are
dollar in the
lit.
egg.
The
They
suits
love
are
it.
definitely lit.
They eat it up.
It's funny
The
to
fashion on Easter.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, it definitely
It's
is.
It's
hilarious.
definitely
It
funny.
It is because you be seeing niggas you ain't seen. When I had
Man,
that
hey.
Sunday gig, they used to we used to have church at a place, right? But on Easter, oh no, you got to be in a bigger space. 'Cause you know
Everybody
everybody
showed up.
coming, everybody in the
Everybody.
hood showing up. So yeah, that's how it go. I feel it.
Damn, I thought he was in jail.
Right. He out.
Black people love outfits for Easter,
Yeah,
pictures,
man.
baby
Easter
pictures for
paint.
Easter.
Oh,
Black people
yeah,
love
man.
Easter.
But go ahead, Bria. What's yours? I'm ready to hear it.
Okay, for mine, I would say, like at my church, we do church anniversaries every year.
Oh,
So
hey,
church
Oh,
That's on
black
my
people
list.
love
That's on my list.
anniversary. A pastor's
Oh, that is-
anniversary.
that's
a
on my
church
list.
anniversary.
There we go.
Black
That's
church.
top. And then after that, I would say New Year's service is.
New Year's?
Ooh.
I thought black kids hated New Year's service.
You know what?
Ooh.
Because
I
all
did
my
one
friends
time.
didn't like to go.
Yeah, nah. I ain't a big
Like, why
fan
can't
of
we
New
go
Year's
out and do
service.
something
I ain't
for
even
the
like those gigs.
countdown? The watch night service,
Yeah,
the midnight watch service.
I don't like no midnight watch service.
That was the New Year's Eve.
No,
You're
I
there
mean
till midnight.
they had some other like shut-ins.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
Oh
up
no!
for shut-ins.
Oh, I'm
Shut-ins is
not. I'm not one for
Shut-in right in
shut-ins.
my
Shut-ins
bed.
is dead. I don't
Hey,
pay
the
rent to
church
shut
shut-ins
in.
was
I don't
lit.
pay rent to
No.
shut in at the church. All right?
My
That
church
ain't what I
was
pay
the
rent
building wasn't the best, so I didn't like shutting it. It was cold.
It
It's an
don't
old
matter.
building. It's in the middle of
for.
Oakland.
I don't care if the church is at Oracle Arena. I don't pay rent to shut in at the church. I'm not
Hey,
paying
no.
rent at home to
I
sleep
can't.
in.
I
That ain't how
can't
it
sleep
go.
at the church, mostly because my church is in the middle of the ghetto.
Time-
The shit we
Hey,
heard
hey,
in
I
that
know y'all
building,
thought
For real.
the middle of West Ass Oakland.
Nigga,
West
for
Oakland.
real.
Can
will
you
be
imagine?
sleeping-
You can't go. We locked the doors at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, man.
No
Them-
way.
Shut-in
Them-
service, the
them
doors are
shut-ins, nigga,
locked.
That was a shut in.
Hey, well, in Arkansas,
Windows
We can't go
closed.
outside by ourselves after 11 p.m.
Man, it was once a 4th of July where we had church, and they
Y'all
bust
know
out
there
the
was
windows with the
bullets and-
fireworks.
It was Bible study. It was in the middle of Bible study. All we hear is pop, pop, pop. And our
Man.
pastor said, okay, so we're going to end early.
Look,
We were
man.
not doing it.
Wow.
It.
We got to
Man.
move. And the church is still there.
Yeah,
Shout out to Yahweh's House of God.
Go
It's
ahead,
still
go
there.
ahead.
Y'all still go
Bria.
there?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and finish.
No.
You know, I go when I can.
I go when I can. God is
Go
good,
ahead,
though.
Bria.
My third one is youth and young adult Sundays.
All right,
Yeah.
that's
Those
always
be-
lit too.
Yeah.
Cause they be fun. I love watching them
Okay,
fake it.
so I went to
I
a
can
church with
bust
no
them out
youth.
afterwards.
Right.
You said, dude, church with no youth.
I went to church with like
It was
5
youth when we was younger, but
Like 5
as we
of
got
us.
older, it wasn't.
and
as
we were
big.
2 of them. And my little brother makes 3.
I mean, yeah, they got that too. They starting
I
to add
hate
the
being the
4-year-olds
only
and the
kids
young
in
adults.
church.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
bad
about
experience.
churches where you're all related and nobody can get married?
Well, anyway,
I
finish your
never
top
been
3,
to
shout it.
Yeah. Well, no. Bria finished all yours, but go
Are
ahead
you
and run it
done?
back again, Bria, because we didn't.
No, I'm talking about Ariana.
My-
She
I
said
don't
she
have
had
a top
one.
3. I don't want to go.
You don't want to go.
She don't
How
have
you
one,
not
but go ahead,
participating in
Bria.
top 3?
No, I don't want to go
Finish
to
top 3
any
again?
of the
Yeah,
services.
just say it again.
I just said church anniversaries, New Year's service, and youth and young adult Sundays.
Alright, that's
Okay.
a good one.
What about you?
All right, I got mine. Now, mind you, Kyle and Bria kind of ran them down, but my favorite service is the Mother's Day service.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Why?
It's because I like it when everybody gets to appreciate the little mom.
Mama.
Yeah, everybody be doing a little singing in the
Mama,
background. It's just it's
no.
nice.
For us,
man.
that lasted like all of 10 minutes.
But it still
Yeah, they
mattered
took
to
the
me.
whole day to
Like,
get to that point.
it still mattered. Okay, but I have another one. It's the church anniversaries, pastoral anniversaries. Those always lit too.
And we
Because
had like district and state meetings, like the whole state.
And,
and
and
the
that's,
argument.
I
and that,
hated
yeah,
those
and those,
because
that's
it
my
always-
third.
No, it
Like,
always
district and
made
state
church
meetings.
like
that.
it always made church like 2 hours longer. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's
well,
true.
that's
At
true.
my church,
Like,
that's,
That
that's
is
usual.
true. That is
My
true.
church lasted
I did
10
not
hours.
like
That's
that.
at
True.
least.
You about to get into my other top 3 too,
What?
but
Hey, so
Let's not even get into church.
well, I have a. I
That's
have
a
a
whole-
well,
that's
see,
a whole
hold up though,
subject.
hold
So-
up.
so I have
Well, I
something
know
to
it's a
add
whole
to my
different
church,
subject,
too.
but it's so much to talk about, and that's why
That's
I
what
have
I'm saying.
Bria,
It's
'cause
too
I-
much.
Well, I'm
Too much
still gonna
to
get my
even
other top
That
3.
should be
If
a
you don't
whole
wanna-
episode.
Yeah.
Religion
It will be
and
a whole.
church.
It will
no,
be a
I
whole
mean it's not
episode.
necessarily religion.
But go ahead, Kyle. What's yours?
Yeah, but talking
Shout out
about
to
the
House of God.
But talking about the shut-ins, our church in
Yeah.
particular, we had a basketball court, and we had a whole, center
Oh, yeah.
next to the side of our church, like right there, and it connected the sanctuary to that building. Shout out Union Missionary Baptist Church.
Y'all was outside?
No. We were inside, so we had an
close to the
indoor.
mic.
So we had an indoor
There we go.
basketball court, which was lit. So we had basketball tournaments, things like that. And then we had a shut-in, which was really, really cool because we had like game night going on. We had movies on a projector. We had, kind of like a 3-on-3 basketball thing. So my experience was different in that way because
You want to know what
we
our
was turned.
shut-ins consisted of, nigga?
Was that y'all three?
Yeah, just
Just
praying for real.
For real?
That's
Praying
it.
in scriptures, nigga. It was no bad. It was no 3-on-3.
Yeah, we didn't
It
have any
wasn't.
fun.
It was no video games. It was
But I mean,
praying,
it wasn't
dog.
fun because we didn't make it fun. Like the
Okay.
people
Yeah, we
over
could've.
us were like a little older. They didn't make it fun.
Nah. But my next thing though is the top 3 things. And the reason I'm hold up, let me do this too. The reason I got these church top 3s in my head is because I was at church this past weekend, and as y'all know, I go when I can. As I just told Sister Bria, I go down there.
You
whenever
said
I got
once
the
every
time.
3 months. What?
When I can. I ain't put no time. I go when I can, but it kind of like brought me back to like, wow, maybe I need to start going back to church more.
Mhm.
But then it was stuff that went down. I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I don't be at church a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
So the next thing I have for y'all is the top 3 things y'all could change about your own church.
Ooh.
Like, or not your own church, but if you were to
But
start a
church in
church,
general.
what is the top 3 things where you're like, I don't like that, so we won't do that in my church?
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
I'll start this one. So one thing that I would change about the church I grew up in would be the length of time or the duration of the service.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
My church started at 10:30 a.m. and ended at about 5-something p.m.
Hold on, but do you count Sunday school? Because our Sunday school started at 9:30.
I count that. I attach it all because it's the whole day.
Ours started at 9:30.
If you have to be there, it counts.
Ours started at 10:30.
That's
So
all one service?
no, it's the Sunday
okay.
school
You get a break
part
and stuff.
separated from the
Yeah.
service
Lunch
part,
break,
and then it's like an hour lunch break, so that's in there too. 'Cause
Okay.
usually people bring food and they eat together.
Did you have, like, was it like a kids' church, or did you have to go to, like, the big sanctuary?
There is no kids church,
All church,
but I
baby.
think that's only because
All
also
church.
we didn't
Everybody
have a
in the
lot
same
of youth
spot.
in our church.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say we had a nursery as well, so like
We
the
did
younger
too.
kids who
We
were
had
trying
that.
to. Yeah, I was about to say the younger kids who were
She's
trying
feeling
in
bad for
service.
me. Oh my god.
Yeah, they went to.
So that was my
What's
introduction
What's
to
the next
church.
thing? What's the next thing? Number 2.
I would change how acceptance we are because I feel like with my church, it spoke a lot against a lot of the different issues we're seeing more prevalent today. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna get into specifics. I don't want to go to that conversation. So I feel like it could be a little bit more accepting because I feel like it focused on certain sins and didn't highlight others.
All sins.
That's
are the
church
same.
period. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let me see the third one. The third one, I just feel like there should have been more young people in my specific church.
Okay.
Because that maybe would have made me connect more to church.
Mhm.
Maybe if I had a friend there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Bria. What you got?
I would say, I don't even know, like changing the length of service, like she said.
Oh yeah, that's.
Do you
that
still
might
go
be
to
in
church now?
everybody's. Bria go when she can. Why you trying to bust people out on this
Exactly.
No,
You ain't
not
tryna-
even. I'm just asking.
Everybody on this podcast go when they can. That's all y'all need to know.
That's
Mind
fine.
your business.
Hey, when 2 or 3 are gathered, that's what the word says.
Come on now. Come on
When
now.
2 or 3 are gathered, you heard me.
We're preaching.
Nigga.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
Lord
Bria.
have mercy.
I wouldn't know, like, praise and worship.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, that's fun, but you
Oh,
can shorten
man.
that
Hey,
RV like
shit.
the
Come
first hour.
Come on now.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
like 3
Thank
songs
you.
when you start, and then
You got a
That's
song in
true.
between that, a song in
Yeah.
between offering.
Plus worship. Man, look. Praise and worship
no, it really
teams.
be like one song first, then you praise, then you read scripture.
Yeah, man.
Then there's 3 songs in between.
I
that, then
swear
you
they
go
space
to
it out on purpose. I swear they do.
Come on.
They space it out to lengthen
We
the
ain't gonna rush
service.
God, but go ahead, Sister Bria. What
I'm
is
dead
what's the
ass
third?
serious. I
After
think
that,
they do.
I wouldn't make it so centered around like certain people. Like at
The
my
pastor?
family church, they just be like, it's
That
one family right
is
here. This
so
is the star family
Bro,
of
thank
the
you.
church.
Come on now.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
really
okay.
care about y'all.
Thank you.
But I mean, y'all
Now hold
cute.
up. Now I'm saying this
I have
as
to
somebody
say-
who is kind of like in our church organization.
I'm low key.
we are
we
kind of
are
their
the
star
family.
and I hate it.
Wow.
I hate
We
it.
are the
because
family.
you can
I'm
tell
family.
other
And my
niggas
dad
will-
is now the pastor of the
Yeah.
church. So
I mean, my dad holds a
Yeah.
key
Yeah.
role at the church too, but
Yeah.
I'm just like, don't nobody put all that.
Exactly.
light
Don't
in
none of that's got
worship
nothing to
like
do with
that.
me. Like
people definitely
oh,
judge you
are
as
speaking,
the
Bria.
star family, and anything that you do, I feel
Yes.
like is 10 times
Yes, sir.
magnified than if
Yeah.
someone else did it.
Exactly. It's the truth. But that that is so
But
man.
I'm
That's
just saying, like, if
definitely
you
good.
looking at pictures, you would only think who.
Huh?
Y'all preachers kids?
We
Yeah.
are.
Hey,
For
so
sure.
hey, hey.
That's
so
why
I
we're
got a
so.
question
That's why we're
after
so
that.
godly.
Hey, no. So I actually have a theory about
Hold up,
preachers'
though.
kids.
What's
later
What's the
on.
So
theory?
shocked.
What, the same thing? They all wild
Yeah,
out.
that's what
That's
he
the
about to
same
say.
theory. We hear it all the
Hey,
time.
I mean, hey.
But look at
But
who's more.
nigga, hold up,
Look at
hold
who's
up,
more
though. Hold up,
successful.
nigga. Hold up,
Because
hold
what
up.
I found.
I just want to say something. Because
that?
everybody always says that. Now I'm gonna speak for myself. Ain't nothing I was doing.
Hey, ain't nothing. Hold on.
Right.
Everything.
Choose
Because
your words lightly.
my pops just became a pastor.
Yeah.
So it ain't like
I'm
I just
telling
start
you.
doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I don't even do much. Y'all know me. I'm not out here wilding like
Right.
that. Like
He
that.
really
I'm
doesn't.
keen.
So it's like nothing that I'm doing now is not something I wasn't doing like 4 years ago.
True
before
that.
he was a preacher. Like
Right.
way before he was a
Right.
preacher. I ain't doing nothing new.
Well, I'm talking about kids who grew up in it because I
And
know
we
grew up in
specifically-
church. We
No,
grew
no,
up
no,
in
no.
church.
Oh, you're saying
No.
grew up as a preacher's
Yeah,
kid?
yeah,
Okay,
grew
well,
up as a
nah, we
preacher's
didn't grow up
kid.
as a preacher's kid,
Yeah.
but he just
But I
became
think
that.
maybe this is unrelated to being a preacher's kid, but I think the structure coming from a house with parents who are religious, I wouldn't trade that for the world because at the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the
Oh,
day,
yeah, definitely.
I feel like that taught me a level of independence that I couldn't get anywhere else.
All right, so
and
I hear you.
structure.
Here's what I
and
would trade that
discipline.
for. Here's what I would trade that for. Discipline without as much religion attached to the discipline.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah,
Because
because
that was always, because it was.
beat your
it was-
kid with a rod.
Yeah, see-
but I'm taking the easy.
Wait a
way,
minute,
so I
wait a
don't
minute.
know.
It's not,
What's
it's not,
wrong with
hold
that?
up. It's not even that.
What?
For me, it was always like, because like I'm gonna just talk about me for a second. Man, I'm really going off this wine. That's crazy.
I'm too drunk for
All
the
right.
religion
I
conversation.
know, but-
I can't do it.
But I
We
like
chose
for
the wrong
me,
night.
like I hated church. I hated it growing up. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
It was
I
like
agree.
the only reason I went was for music. Like that was the only thing keeping me.
As a teenager, I remember
afloat.
feeling that.
I hated it. Right, and then like I'm gonna kind of like not to like put her out, but she would always tell me, "Oh, it's not that bad. It's not this," and I'm just like, "Yo, I can't stand
That's
it.
my
Like
thoughts right now.
I hate it." But it's
Yeah.
like I guess like me hating church because my dad enforced it so much. It kind of made me
made me resent it.
Somewhat hate him, but then I had the realization like, yo, you don't hate him, you just hate church.
No.
So it was like,
whoa.
Wait, I was gonna go on another point, but
I mean, but you can go on that point after this.
Right.
But I'm just saying, like for me, like because it was really a time I'm like, man, I wish you didn't take this stuff so seriously.
Because at the end of the day, that's that person's belief.
Yeah, but see, your beliefs.
If they're misogynistic, they believe in these misogynistic principles.
But your misogynistic belief for me, it doesn't make me hate you. It makes me hate misogyny.
No, it makes me hate you because that's how you believe, and that's what you've always told me.
I feel it can kind of go both ways, but the only thing I didn't necessarily like about church is that.
Give your top 3. What do you think you changed? Go ahead, put it in there.
So my top 3 things that I wish they would change in church. I wish they would focus more on the person as far as you can do this yourself, because it's like as soon as something happens, it's like, it's like, pray for him, do this. And I understand praying for somebody, but I also feel that doing realistic physical things can help as well.
Truth.
And so that would be one of my, ones like that. I also wish church would emphasize more motivational, things, because they talk about all the sins and everything, but what people come to church for is to feel uplifted. They want to feel at the end of the day that there's something.
There's a reason that people like, not to just, I'm sorry that I be interrupting.
Go ahead.
I really am. But there is a reason that people enjoy television churches and preaching more, because you ain't gonna get that you going to hell from TV preaching. You know what you get? You get God trying to bless you.
I love me
He trying to do this to you. He trying to
my Bible
stuff
is
like
my
that.
Bible.
Exactly. Like he's not gonna.
Jakes, somebody like
people
that.
like that.
It's the reason
that. I'm just saying it's a reason on TV that they don't do that fire and brimstone message as much, because it wouldn't sell.
TJ Jakes, he gets there.
But I see. I get you, Kyle. I believe that too.
And so I wish it would definitely be more motivational, and then you tell us, things in the Bible that could relate to us. Yeah. And then so if you're talking about, losing everything, coming back from that, being a stronger person, you can talk about Job.
And one thing I will give my church is my pastor always brought things back to how practical it is, how applicable, if you're going to proceed with God or not. Just principles so you can live a better quality of life.
Yeah. And that was mostly like, that's what I really did like about it as I got older, is a lot of the stuff he said, I use it now.
Yeah.
But that's our specific pastor, not a representation necessarily of the organization either.
Exactly.
And by the way, like we're not talking about, like we're kind of going off our experiences and things we've seen. So if you are in church and you got a different experience, hit us up. Let us know what your experience is, because your experience might be able to change our minds.
Right.
Who knows? But was that all your top 3?
No.
No, go ahead.
So I have one more. So my whole thing was with the motivation. And it was also with
the blessings, basically.
Yeah.
Instead of preaching sins.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was with the prayers instead of actually doing things. And my third one would be, I would like to incorporate more music, because I think
that more music.
That's on mine.
No.
But hold
up. And so I say more music because a lot of the best people come from church. Like
the black church is centered around the music.
But hold up.
What do you mean more music?
Let him finish.
And so that's what I mean, like actual more music, more pianos, more drums, more things like that, because that's what gets people going. They like to praise and worship. Yeah. And if Kirk Franklin had his own church back in the day, people would just get off on the songs.
But I mean, our praise teams trying to emulate that. Our choirs.
Not even
the black church is centered around music. You're shouting. You're giving your praise to God. We're looking at the musicians.
No, but you're listening to the music as a representation of God. And so that's what I mean. Because
you're saying we need more of that?
Yes.
Why do we need more of that? I think the whole church, 80% of it involves
you have to remember,
music.
Not all. That's our church. Not all churches are like that. Because like I told you, I had a
feel like
Sunday
a lot of black churches
where
are.
I was literally
not
playing
just House of God, but I feel like a lot of black churches are in general. Kojic, Methodist. Why not? Yes, I do.
No, I'm telling you, no, they don't. I've played at these churches. They don't.
And they're
some of them are only like
music.
No, some of them are like 3 songs. The songs might run on.
Their praise teams on point. They pay these people to be in their praise teams and on their musicians.
Well,
come
I guess
on.
You're right,
the black church emulates music. If anything, maybe the white church could use more music. But the black church, I think, is good with.
No, but what I mean by music is like, I don't know why every church doesn't have a guitar, a sax.
He's saying he wants everybody to have the full
an
band
orchestra
experience. Basically,
we
have 5 instruments and we sound like a full band. What are you missing?
But that's
Yeah, I mean that's y'all because
But
literally
even when you look at churches outside of my
instruments, that's
specific
your
organization, more
Yeah,
instruments.
yeah,
not
you
more
know exactly to have
songs.
have more instruments so people.
Yeah.
And because
Someone
people
said you
really,
need to go to a good Pentecostal or HOG church, and he says it's expensive. That's true. It is expensive
I mean,
to
but
have all those
who
instruments.
said that?
This is Rabbit.
Yeah, shout out to
He
Rabbit.
is a
That's
musician,
good
a church
point, but-
musician.
Yeah, Rabbit plays bass, but
Yeah, but
Orchestra.
I mean, but I feel like you getting that all back in the building fund. You getting that all back in the offering.
yeah.
You getting
You-
all
you're
of that
right.
back because
No,
more
even if
people
we
are
don't,
coming.
because my church doesn't do building fund. My church doesn't emulate offering. But if it's one thing they're gonna do, is they're gonna pay the
I want you
musicians.
to
Hey.
realize you're using the word what?
My.
Okay.
So-
But that's what I know.
So
That's
when
my
he's using-
example.
but his example is something different. So
Yeah.
when you're like berating what he's saying,
But even other black churches, I know
how
friends.
many black churches have you been to? Because
Especially in
you're
the
talking to
South.
somebody.
I've been to. Okay, let me
You're
think.
talking to somebody who's actually. I've had these gigs.
Okay, so about I'll say 5.
And I've been to way
well,
more.
actually,
He's more
including
right
all
than
the
you.
HOG
Trust me.
churches, it would be way more than 5.
Okay, but that's. Well, okay,
But
well,
outside of our
all right, you're right.
organization, about
We'll
5.
just say you're right.
But even a lot of people, I think that's our black culture to incorporate
Okay.
the music within our worship, within our church services.
That's what I'm saying. There should be more of that because it seems like the preaching isn't always getting to the
I'm
people.
saying there's
that is.
enough.
I
No,
think
but I feel
The
like the
preacher's
preaching
up
isn't
for
always.
about
Kyle
20
is
to
saying.
30
Kyle is
minutes.
just saying we should put more emphasis on it because.
More emphasis on
Yep.
it.
Because
I
okay,
think
you're
there's
saying
enough.
you're saying it's enough, but for him and his church, it's not. What's so
Yeah.
hard to understand about that? What
Okay,
is so
no,
hard?
that's fine. That's
Let
fine.
him
I
have
thought he was
his.
talking
He
about
had
black
yours.
churches as a whole.
No,
All right,
I-
look. Let me get to
let me
my
say
top
my
3,
top
please,
three.
because this is ridiculous. My top 3 is actually going to branch off with you guys because I've had this theory for a long time. The church made a huge mistake when they did not embrace hip hop.
I definitely agree.
They made a
No, I
huge
definitely agree.
mistake.
And because you don't get to
And I'm gonna
those.
tell you why. Kurt Franklin has got to be
Man.
the most
Okay, he is the goat. He is
amazing
the goat. He
hip,
really
like,
is.
like
He really
gospel
is.
artists out there,
Mm-hmm.
and he has so many like just
Can we
hip
talk
hop.
about Melodies from Heaven real quick?
Rain down on me.
But listen to that song. The thing about that song right
It's
there.
so hip hop. It was
that
so
song right there.
Melodies.
That is not like
That's not
a song that
Yeah.
really is like church
Yeah,
rooted.
that's not
that
traditional
song
church
is
at all.
it's got a little secular
Okay,
vibe to it,
but-
but it's still a song. I feel like when the church rejected that kind of movement,
Exactly,
they
rejected
really
the
slowed
youth.
down. So the
And
one
because
thing,
they-
yes,
they
exactly,
always-
they turned
yeah.
away
Yes.
the youth when they did that because
So
Okay.
think about all of the kids who don't go to church.
Yes.
It's really high school through college.
Yes.
You really come back to church when you get in your 30s
Yep.
and you have kids because
I
you're
think
raising them.
exactly.
When
So,
musicians
he's
do that,
preaching.
like Ty Tribbett did recently, I think it's corny. I
No,
like the
no.
See,
story.
no.
No.
I think
You're
it's
saying
really,
it's corny?
really corny.
No.
Like a
But
that
gospel
is-
rap, I just can't
That is what
take it
gets.
seriously.
That is what gets. At least for
Exactly.
me, because I like
that's
hip
why I
hop and I
said
like
more
music and I like
music.
church
Yeah.
music too. But I feel like for me, I would not turn away hip hop. I'm not saying I want you to come in there and like do hip hop. I'm saying
Exactly.
take those same roots and use them like Kurt Franklin did. Use them
Mhm.
like Ty Tribbett's doing. Stuff like that. That's one
Get
thing
people
I would
going.
do.
You know.
Only
I don't
like
know,
that.
it's just a
I wouldn't
certain level
say,
for
like,
me, it's
rapping,
corny.
you know, like Lecrae tried to do.
Yeah,
his
see,
rap.
now-
No, no,
I don't
no.
like- I don't like
He's
Lecrae.
drifting away from
Yeah,
his
So we aren't
see,
talking
but
about
I
literal
don't-
rap. We're talking more about the
Yeah,
instrumentation.
I'm
like,
talking
okay,
more
you know,
just
the drums, the music.
just more the arrangements of hip hop. They should have embraced that when it was coming by, and they didn't.
Mhm.
And I feel like to a certain degree they did. Like when you look at someone like
No.
Jay Moss, like Mally
The
Music,
church
like some
did
people who
not
did.
No,
embrace
Even when
Jay
you think
Moss and
about,
Mally
even
Music.
it might be a
No.
stretch, but Smokey Norfolk and like his R&B
No.
sound.
Mainstream artists did it, but the church didn't fully accept
Yeah,
it.
they weren't, because there's a reason you don't
I
go
feel like
to,
they were
to
widely
church and they
successful
sing
though.
in Mally
I feel like
Music.
they were widely successful.
Yeah, yes,
when you think
widely
of groups
successful.
like
That's
you think of groups like
and that's
Mary
why I feel like
Mary.
the church should accept it. Same
Exactly.
with Mary Mary. It took a long time for
Mary
like
Mary,
praise teams to
yeah.
start
I think
performing
they're pretty
shackles.
well embraced.
Nah, man.
Maybe not in
Nah.
my organization, but I think
There's
like when
a
it comes to
reason
Sunday
that when
church,
you
they're
go to
pretty
these like
embraced.
churches, they aren't playing.
It's
they're not
traditional
doing
music,
Yeah,
like,
man,
it's old
they want to stick it to the
traditional
we go into
Yeah.
all that.
Oh
all
wait,
that
wait,
stuff.
our theme.
Those are
Wait,
hymns.
Yeah, they,
in a while.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like they want to stick with the hymns essentially.
My church was
Exactly.
good for him.
But let me
Just
get to the
because they
second
had a
one.
whole hymn book.
Exactly.
And my pastor's older,
They
so
do.
yeah, he's good for
So
him.
let me get, and that's the other thing. Like I realized that maybe like 10 years from now, hip hop will be more embraced in the church. Like just that.
I think
sort
it
of
is. It's
vibe,
starting to
but-
be now.
My
Chance the
Christian
Rapper.
school called it world.
That's a good one.
Who?
My Christian school.
Yeah, and
called
that's what they.
world.
Yeah, and they look
Yes,
down
world
on it
music,
as if
yeah.
it was
So
just
are we
like.
embracing Chance?
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
They
If he
are.
wants to do gospel music,
If-
Well, I
He
mean,
actually
Kyle will tell you
has
so.
a band.
Yeah.
Bobby's Trumpet. That is their gospel.
I
Is
didn't
that
know he
that,
was.
what's
gospel?
that Sunday Candy
Because he
song
does
I
Sunday
heard?
Candy. Is that gospel?
I consider that
I
like
think we're
some sort of a
stretching it.
gospel song.
I don't think so.
I
I
mean,
don't
well,
think it's gospel.
I don't think it's gospel either.
kinda
Okay, so
do,
get
but
your next one, Tim?
My second one. the offerings.
The offering.
All right, man, look.
Love a good offering.
I'm about tired.
Well,
I'm about
three of
tired.
them things.
I'm about tired of some man with some nice suit on coming up front.
well.
Trying to tell me what I need to do with my
Okay.
money. With my money. The money I work 40 hours a week for. And also in this offering, I'm going to add in something else. Membership fees.
Hold up. Time out. Y'all have membership fees?
We
Nigga.
definitely did.
Nigga.
Hustling backwards. I'm not
All
about to pay.
churches.
We
Hold
definitely
on.
did.
I'm not about to pay to go somewhere.
Mind
on
you,
a
I never
Sunday.
technically became a
man.
member.
Yeah,
but-
hold on. And that's the other thing.
What?
I didn't fill out no form to be a member.
When you're
but you
born,
charging
you're
me
not really on
membership
record as a
fees.
member.
So
When you're
your
born
father,
into this church.
hold on. So your father didn't pay y'all membership fee?
I'm sure they did when we were kids. But I'm saying like, but whether you know it or not though, a lot of churches do membership fees. Like this
Really?
ain't no, nigga.
I don't
So
know
all right,
that.
so the one story
lot
I've
of
heard from that
churches.
is the people who don't pay tithes get kicked out of the church.
That happens
But-
too.
That's
But
ridiculous.
yeah,
That's
I don't
true.
That's
understand.
ridiculous.
So all
And
right,
I would not be hassling niggas for
and
money.
so I have one thing about
That's
that,
dumb.
and
especially if I know they ain't got it.
yeah, and so
That's
the
my
whole thing
second
about
thing.
church is if you have to pay for church and you have a requirement of money for church, that's not the church I'm trying to go to. That's not the God I'm trying to serve, because I mean, not everybody got it. So you're gonna tell me, hey, if I'm a sinner and I want to get closer to God,
the church
did I
has
have
to
to
pay the
pay a
bills.
fee for it?
Go ahead.
Come on.
They be
See,
like,
she
they
about
be
to
like-
go where I'm going. Go
They
ahead,
say
bro.
if you don't have the money for it, that's because you're not paying your tithes.
Exactly.
You gotta put your
Exactly.
10%
What?
in so that you
Hold
can
on.
have the money.
Hold on, so
That is
am I-
what they
It's
say.
They
magic.
say.
And so how am I giving
like
10%
it's
of
magic.
nothing?
It's
Yeah,
magic.
hold up. How am I giving 10% of nothing? Am I
But
putting my
here's the
food stamps
thing:
up there?
the church assumes that
That's
you're
on
a
your
believer,
seed.
right?
Wow.
So if you're a believer,
Uh-huh.
why you doing bad? Because the Bible says the believer should be doing right.
I mean,
They
even
should
if
be
you-
financially
hold up,
good.
Hold up.
That is not fair.
Yes.
But that's that. And I understand
believe
that.
wholeheartedly in the Lord,
I-
but that don't mean that He over here blessing me like he
Exactly.
he's really good.
I understand.
And
you.
because
I'm
Tim,
just
you even
telling
have it in your
what they
bio.
say.
Hold on, hey Tim, you even have it in your bio on Twitter,
Yeah.
or something like that. That basically, it's all these liars and cheaters that's getting over.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not really the good
Look,
people.
man,
Just because you're good doesn't mean
I lay this
the good things
jewel
will
on
happen
y'all
for
too,
you.
man. Cheaters never prosper except in real life.
Yeah.
That's a fact. All right, but let me move on to the third one in my top three. Y'all ready for this?
Let's get it.
I don't want no small church, man.
Yes, hey, I love big churches.
I'm done
but,
with small churches. I want
like a small
big church.
church.
Hold on, but how
church.
big do you want it? Because I like something intimate, but I don't want something huge as far as like any
80 people.
any 80.
80.
All right.
I'm thinking in my head that's small because I go to the big church.
Yeah, see, but for me, that would be perfect. 80, I can dap everybody up. I can know everybody's name. If somebody offends me, I can go talk to them
Which
about
is-
it.
And so are you
Which
talking about
is
like a
good,
TV
like-
church?
I could deal with that though.
So
But
you talking about like a TV church like that big, like something like that?
no,
Is that what
I
you
don't
go
need to
Brad?
be. Yeah, see, that's
It is a
yeah.
TV church,
Yeah,
actually.
I don't need to be over there because over there I only know Bria and maybe her family
Yeah.
and maybe
Right.
2 other families. I do want to know everybody in my church, but I don't want it to
Exactly.
be like, it's just all 5 of us in here.
But
Yeah.
I think it's
And I
better
believe
when
in
you
the
know
2 or
people.
3.
That's a personal relationship.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
Yeah.
They
Because-
can come to you and actually
Yeah,
talk
like
to you
I
about.
understand the whole whether 2 or 3 are gathered. I get it, but I need about maybe
I think we could
2
settle
or
for a
70.
medium church.
You
A medium
guys
Yeah,
size.
so
check out Axel Gospel Church.
That's
of
the
God
church,
in
girl.
Christ
I've been over there.
in California.
But it's a big church.
That's the
It is,
church.
and it's not
That's
really my
the
vibe.
Hey, Reese, they said
and
that's
that's
a
the
big
church I've been
church.
referring to the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I ain't been there.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I forgot you was up there. I forgot.
Yeah,
That's
Kojic
interesting.
all day.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but-
Oh, is a bishop now? You better stop playing.
Is
Bishop
Kojic big
now.
on their music? Is Kojic churches, are they big
Yeah,
with their
bruh.
music?
yes,
Yeah,
they
they
are.
Them be the best gigs to get.
Mhm.
The best ones.
That's what I feel like I probably be seeing online. Because I go on Instagram and I see a lot of like church shouting.
Mhm.
And I automatically assume they're my
Oh,
church.
So,
but if I don't
hey.
recognize them, they're usually Kojic.
Hey, so quick question: as a
Go ahead.
kid, did y'all think that the people praising
Yes,
and falling
yes,
out
yes.
were faking
Crazy,
it?
crazy as hell. Yep, sure
Because-
did.
I still low key
Yeah,
think
I
it's
still think
just-
some of the niggas be faking
Like,
it.
I mean, I don't like. Sometimes
Here's
I don't
what I've
understand
always
because-
wanted to do, though.
because
It's
the
funny
Holy
you
Ghost has
mention
never like hit me like this. So I don't know if I'm just a heathen or
You know
if,
what?
if I'm not like
No.
You know,
I also want to go somewhere else, man. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, but this is the reason I'm so big into hip hop because I grew up in the church.
Yeah.
I saw the way people reacted to church music and like just being in that atmosphere.
yeah.
That was like not as wild and rolling on the floor or getting up and shouting.
Yeah.
But that was the reaction I had when I first started getting into hip hop. It was always like, whoa, wow, this is like
hold on.
Ridiculous.
Hey, so Tim, you was dancing so hard that you passed out.
No. See, I just said
Speaking
not.
in tongues.
No. See, I just said what?
First Eminem album and
what did
passed
I
out.
just say before this? I said not all the crazy stuff. I'm talking about the feeling you get when it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like so interesting. It's captivating. I feel like I got to do something.
The hair on your neck start.
Yeah, it's
start coming
like
up. Yeah.
like the goosebumps or something. Like, wow, like he just rhymed this word with that word. Like for me, that and like I said, the only thing I can relate it to is like how people felt when they would hear like me or
I think
other
you're a
people play
joke.
music
It's
at church.
completely different.
It's not different
It's
for
apples
me.
and oranges.
It's not different for me.
It's a spiritual experience, and you like
But a
the
spiritual,
song.
you can get a spiritual
experience for me. That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to
the
explain.
lies.
That's what it was.
I'm not buying it.
Well,
Just because you haven't been through it
Take
doesn't
it
mean it's
somewhere
not
else.
true.
I'm not buying
the
it.
same way you don't buy other things that happen in church. I'm not asking
I'm
you
not
to buy
buying
this. This is
it.
for me.
I'm not buying
It's
it.
pretty simple.
It's a joke.
Well, if it's a joke to you, it's not a joke
What's
to
his
me.
angle? What's his deal?
Well, I don't know.
I don't get it.
All right. What else we got to wrap this up?
Bria,
other,
go ahead and
anything
shout
else,
out the
Bria?
top 3 so we can finish. No. Hey, Bria, what's your brokest moment?
Oh yeah, hit us with it.
This was recent.
Oh. So she recently broke with a job, so you know it's real.
Let's hear it.
My check was just weak. It was boo-boo.
Hold on, so do you not have
Dang.
enough to pay for bills or you know
That's
what?
all I had was enough to pay for my bills. Like, okay, you
Hey.
feel great. I got my bills out the way, but like, hello, I still got 2 weeks to try to live off of.
Right.
Damn, so what you
man,
eat
I
this
told
week?
y'all.
I've had those weeks.
I'm like over here eating bagel bites.
And hopefully you have like a credit card or some kind of savings to help
Bagel
you.
bites.
What you do is you
Oh.
buy your own bagels and you buy some marinara sauce.
That costs money,
some
Trey Reese. You
cheese.
talking about
Exactly.
money? You talking about bagel,
Bagel
bites?
bites may be $2 a box.
Yeah, bagel bites like
You get like
$1.99.
50 of them
You
bites.
have way more.
Nah, bro, bagel bites.
You get like
$1.99.
50 of them bites. Bagel bites is fake food. You get like 50 of them for like
Trey Reese
$2.
told you go to the Whole Foods, get the Whole Food gluten-free bagels, get the gluten-free marinara.
complete the rest
Low-key,
of my check.
sometimes the processed
Yeah,
food be
nah.
like, it usually is the cheapest.
Man,
Hashtag.
yeah. It's the reason broke niggas be fat.
You
I
better
know-
get
see,
them
and I be loving how
cup
y'all
of
be
noodles.
thinking, oh, how that nigga fat if he ain't got no money?
All the
called
cheap
That's the
stuff.
worst
food.
food.
Yeah.
The healthy food is so expensive.
Exactly.
Man, and that's
I
not-
want a
that's
bag
not
of
on
cheese
accident.
sticks. It's $5-6.
The salad at McDonald's is like $10.
Yes.
That's
You know, salad at
ridiculous.
McDonald's costs more than the
They
cheese.
say-
It is
What are they telling you?
vegetables.
Yeah.
All right, Bria, I got another one for you because I know you listen to the podcast. What's your worst date experience?
She got it.
Yeah, she do.
She got it.
She can't say it to somebody she still knows.
I'm trying to think. What's my worst
Scrub
date?
is a guy who can you know life from me. Yeah. What's the worst one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Did
if
you
heard
drive
of
all
it.
the way to East Oakland at 2 in the
I
morning?
heard that. I was like,
He ain't doing nothing like that. I know her. She ain't-
nah.
The
She
things you
ain't doing
do when
it
you're
like that.
18. Come on.
I can't think of none.
You ain't had no.
Even
bad
when I
dates,
was
huh?
listening, I was like, dang, what did I do that made me look like?
You've never had a like really bad or awkward or weird experience?
No.
Oh, I
Really?
feel like I get so many with the
Hey,
Bay
man,
Area
Sister
guys.
B is
They
out
always
here.
have something up their sleeve. I promise you.
Damn.
Hold up, Brie, you booed up, right?
Huh?
You,
Yes, I am.
Oh, I'm about to say the way she
no,
said
shout out
it.
your boo.
I was about to say I was gonna
Shout
shout
out
out.
to you,
I was
boo.
gonna shout out your Instagram, but no need for that now. But
What?
yeah, shout out your boo. Shout out
Come
to
on,
him.
come on.
What's his name?
Ooh,
Or
what's
no,
his name?
hold up, not his name. Just shout out whatever nickname
Yeah.
you call him. Because like I said, Brie, you need to be more amped. You graduating tomorrow. Come on.
I'm not saying his nickname.
Oh, right. Well, shout out to Brother Bria. Brother Bria.
Exactly.
call
Brother Bria,
you
shout
that.
out to you.
Shout out to you for scooping up Bria and not giving her no bad date
Exactly. She a
experiences.
college graduate. She about to be 5'0",
Yeah,
so.
man. Yeah, oh, brother. Brother, hide your weed. Hide your weed. All right, man. Anything else, man? Let's start wrapping it up. Let's start plugging whatever we got. Go ahead, Ariana. We'll go the usual.
How about we start with our guest?
Oh yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead,
Go ahead,
Briette.
Sister
Tell us
Bria,
your
my bad.
Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to. By the way, it's just so people can find
It's
it.
okay.
All right,
It's
go ahead.
Chanel say what?
You gonna have to come on. Now,
Yeah, you're
spell
going to have to
that.
spell
Okay,
that
spell
out.
it so I can look you up.
CHANELL_SAYWHAAT.
So it's 2 A's.
Say what?
I'm
Yo,
dead.
Bria, crazy.
I'm so
All
dead.
right, go ahead, Ariana.
All right, follow me on
Nigga,
Instagram.
why do you always read this?
Because it's a long name and spelling it out accurately, and I'm tipsy. I can't do it. Okay, so underscore 50 Shades. That's FIFTYSHADES underscore OF underscore A. So 50 Shades of A. Follow me on Instagram. Go ahead, Kyle. Can I do yours? Go ahead.
Let
So you can follow him on Instagram at
do it in his voice. Do it in his country voice.
Big Nasty. Is it underscore 76 or 76?
You ain't even say nasty.
Man,
right?
man, you ain't even say
nasty.
Big Nasty.
Big brother almighty.
Why you say like you're in a fret?
Hey,
That's how he said it.
First of all,
What's your Instagram and stuff, Kyle?
Instagram and Twitter, find me at Big Nasty _75. On Snapchat, you can find me Big Nasty 7557.
All right, you can find me on Twitter at PBC Tim. That's PBCTIM. You can find me on Instagram at AllFall16. That's ALLFALL16. Don't ask us, we won't tell
summer
you.
17.
Nah, B, AllFall16. All right, once again. Oh yeah, here. Hold up. What is it? You want me to say it out? All right, hold up. Trevis want to plug her Instagram.
Plug.
Say it to me, Trevis.
And come on, you might as well say it to the mic. Come on.
Let me say it. Oh, wait.
Come on. No, she might as well say it.
Follow her.
Hold up. I got a good Trevis voice.
Maybe you should follow you back.
Hold up, y'all. Underscore REECENASTY. That is Reese Nasty. And no, not nasty, but nasty. Is that good?
Really?
That's the voice, the other female voice you hear in the background sometimes.
That was Trey Reese's Instagram. Y'all give her a holler. And thanks for listening. I know this episode was kind of long, but like I said, we wanted to build with Bria. We fuck with the vision, Bria. We wanted to be.
Exactly.
I know that's what they said.
Congratulations
Yeah,
on
man, shout out to
graduating.
Bria. Man, Bria about to be
made
out
it.
here with that bachelor's. Woo, can't wait. But look, man, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. You can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, on SoundCloud.
Share it to your mama,
I don't
to
know
your
if y'all
cousin, to
niggas
your
know,
brother.
but we are on YouTube. You can just type in Young Black and Broke, and you can listen to the podcast there. Yeah, we on YouTube. Email us at youngblackandbroke@yahoo.com. Send us your recommendations for black cinema.
Exactly.
All right, I want to get that list perfect.
Get the draft going soon.
And send us your brokest moments to any of our social media or our email.
Yeah, definitely. Bria, when you coming back, man?
When I get an invite.
All right, cool. But all right, man. Thanks for listening, y'all. Thanks for all the support.
Right.
We out of here.
Like,
We out.
follow.